1.5 years let's go。
friends, today is January 7, 2026, and the current time is 18 p.m. As part of our desire to engage the youngins with the Institute's latest initiatives, the Institute has begun uploading various hip and cool and absolutely legally obtained entertainment to your personal data pads. Please be sure not to share this media with those outside of the Institute. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Hello gamers, welcome to a very cool gaming stream where we're gonna make a really cool, hip and sick software company that will make even Elon Musk blush, because we're gonna make an Gen AI no, we're not actually. I refuse. Even in a virtual game, I'm not gonna make a Gen AI company and demean myself to something so disgusting. Anyways, gamers, how are all of you doing today? Welcome to... Oh, wait, that's the wrong scene. What did I do? I guess this one. There we go. I am a professional streamer, 100% very good at this. Alright. Also, I need to pick some music. Also, I was downloading some mods, which I don't think I actually downloaded, so I need to quickly force download a bunch of mods. Give me 1 second. I think Steam did not want to download things while I already had other things running, so let me also pick some music real quick. Anyways, how are all of you doing, comrades? Hello, Zeoposer, and Greywind, and Havel, and Exonia, and Goldenrod, and thanks, Goldenrod, for your 18 months of subbed support. I appreciate it very, very much. And Greenmole, and I know Ray's hanging around somewhere because she's very annoyed that I'm probably not streaming Wild Frost. I promise I'll stream Wild Frost to you personally on a day of your choosing when I'm not streaming normally. Anyways, welcome to Software Inc. It's a game that I find very, very fun, although, you wanna know what's really funny about this game? This game has been in early access for 11 years. That's right, this game has been just like sitting there for 11 years, and it's a little ridiculous. Anyways, I need to quickly find a OST track because I am not using the official soundtrack for this game because there's not really a soundtrack to it, and otherwise, unless you want to just listen to my voice and the sounds of keyboards clacking for, oh, I don't know, the next 4 hours, I think it'd behoove us to find some form of background noise, right? Let me also make sure that the mod that I'm looking for downloaded. Perfect, because this, I wanted to make sure these data mods got installed. And we're gonna do a new game. That's right, we're gonna make a brand new corporation where we're going to create some of the coolest, hippest software, and not just software. Ideally, we're gonna try to also create our own game console. Now, I am just going to pull out the same character founder that I load every single time. I'm already here because this is basically, there's not a lot of clothing options is all I'm gonna say. Not many that I like, and this is basically as good as we're gonna get, I think. So we're not gonna be making it. No. We're going to try to avoid. So here, let me find some music real fast. I need a good BGM. What's a good OST to keep in the background while we play this? There is a lot of covers. Jesus Christ, I don't need any of those. I need like a nice mix. Why don't we listen to SimCity 3000 OST. Let's do that. I like the SimCity 3000 OST. It's very, very jazzy. We'll do the unlimited OST, which is like almost 2 hours long. That should be good. Anyways, so first things first is we need to I need to turn on the mods that we're going to be using. Oh geez, I think I was messing up. Let me load this again real quick. Okay. We're not gonna listen to Buckshin. I know the song. So I know people are like, why aren't you playing? You know, we want to see Uma Musume. I don't want to stream Uma Musume. Like, quite frankly, I find the gameplay like to watch kind of boring. That's the only reason why I'm not doing it. I think it's just more fun to do literally anything else. And that's why we are doing this. Okay, so we're gonna pick my character here, except I'm gonna crank the creativity to visionary because I am a visionary, and my speciality will be in video games, which means I will have royalties, a private office, and IP ownership in certain things that are made. But since I'm the founder, I'm stuck in the company no matter what, so that's not really a big deal. And I think these are mostly the same, and these are probably fine. We'll just maybe dump another point into subgenres and programmer into subgenre, and that should be okay. Anyways, how have all of you been doing? I know like this is not the usual game that we play, but for whatever reason, people were not interested in any of the other options that I had posted on Discord. People were like, we don't want to see Darkest Dungeon, Star Sector, Hoi 4, Factorio, Foxhole. So I'm like, all right, I guess we're playing this because everyone wants horses, but I legitimately do not want to stream the funny horse game. If you can find me another horse game that's not Uma Musume, I would not be opposed to streaming it, but I've made it kind of like a rule a long time ago that I just don't want to stream gacha games. That's kind of been my personal rule. I did it a long time ago when I streamed like Genshin Impact, but that was like when I had like 2 viewers at most. So, and I decided this is not the genre for me, and I just got bored, and I don't want to basically stream gacha. It's just not a genre that I'm terribly interested in, you know, supporting. Barbie Horse Adventure. Is that a real game? Oh my god, it really is. Wait, there's 4 of these. What do you mean this thing was, why is there 4 of these things? Oh my lord. Anyways, we're gonna make our own software company. So we do need to do all the stuff here, like making our company name and all that. I will set us to, instead of being 1980, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start a little later in like 1990. I think it's a little bit more interesting. What is our, actually no, let's start in the 2000s. I think we're a tech startup right in the, like right as we're running up to the wait, what was the .com bubble? No, .com bubble was in the 90s, right? Peaked in 2000. All right, we're a software company that is starting out just after the .com bubble. All right, and we're like, we need to make video games and make lots and lots of money that way. What is our corporation's logo? Let's look through the cool logos. Let's see here. There's like a lot of custom logos, which is nice. I don't feel like making my own custom logo, so we are going to become oh my gosh, it could be Rockstar Entertainment. Let's use could just, why is there like Naruto, like the, you know, like the eye arts? I don't know what they're called, but in Naruto they have like this like special eyes that can do super crazy powers. I have no idea what it was called, but I remember like the Sharingan and the Byakugan and all those other things. All right, I think we're gonna let's use this one. I kind of like this one. All right, here's our logo. Hopefully this works the way I think it does. Okay, what is our corporation's name? We will be known as God, I'm terrible at naming things. Wild Whims Entertain. That just sounds like a sex thing. Never mind, I don't want that name anymore. Someone give me like a good name for companies, because I'm very bad at this. Because we can't change the logo. Like once we pick a logo, we're kind of locked in. That's like the other thing too. Now let's do this one. Let's call ourselves tech startup names. All right, we're gonna call ourselves Ether Entertainment. Is that how I spell entertainment? Entertainment Limit. Ether Entertainment Incorporated. I was about to say limited, but incorporated sounds a lot cooler. All right, so basically I'm running 3 special mods. We're running management apps, game evolution, and anti-cheat. This will give us some options. We're not going to use better games and TV shows and movies, because last time we did TV shows and movies, this thing just immediately gave us like $1 more billion, and it was not worth it. It was very cheaty. We also have the option of building our own custom building. Quite frankly, I don't want to do that. It's a little much, and I think I'd rather just rent a building. So we can either rent this big to small office space, or we could rent this manufacturing rental building. So it basically is an office, but it also comes with a manufacturing plant. So there's choices. We could also just start in a garage like most people do. I do want to see what this one looks like, because I don't think I've seen this particular building. I just downloaded this one off of the workshop, and I'm kind of curious what this one's gonna look like. Okay, so this building does have manufacturing. What is this? Oh yeah, there's a manufacturing hub. Okay, so there's a manufacturing hub here. So I think this might be okay. Because basically each of these sections you have to rent out like one by one. So we don't get the whole thing at the start, right? So, but it is very big and there's a lot of room for expansion. It's definitely powered already, a lot of space. So maybe this is fine. Where do we actually start? Okay, so we have this. Well, it's like a main lobby bathroom. This one's unrentable because it's a reception, which means we need to pick and choose where we will actually start working. Otherwise, we have to rent each of these. Wow, some of these are a little pricey, actually. Can we start on the second floor? All right, so this is, yeah, we're starting in the year 2000. We will do whatever it takes to start building our own cool gaming software. We're gonna basically focus on games fairly early on. I think this building is fine. I just realized time was running the whole time. Let's see here. So we need to pick where I want to start. Yeah, because again, we can't really build walls. It's either this building or it's this one, which I'm going to load right now. Yeah, I don't know about this thing called the internet. I hear it's like it's a bust, you know. So this one is a lot more of a standard tower-esque design, but it does have a small manufacturing plant over here that you can use for, well, manufacturing various goods. It also has an underground passageway. Actually, Indian Sim. You want to build the cubicle mines? All right, we can build the cubicle mines. All right, let's go to the other building. We're gonna go to the big to small office. We're going hard on the Indian farm. All right, let's see here. So we're gonna start on floor 1, I guess. Let's see. Very interesting how some of these do have small areas. Okay, so we need... So my character needs their own office, and we need multiple offices. So why don't we take over... Okay, so yeah, we actually start right here. This is our only private office that we have. So I think what we're going to do is I will take... We'll take... Ooh, the rent on some of these are really high. Alright, we're gonna lease these two. Because it seems to be free. And then we'll also lease this one here. I don't know if that's worth it. All right. So let's start hiring people. Who wishes to be a... Oh, so I know Goldenrod wanted to be an employee, right? All right. What role do you desire, comrade? And I will do my best to find it for you. There's programmers, designers, artists, and service workers. Service workers, if you don't know, are the ones that are like, I'm going to deal with phone calls all day. Sorry, offer 9 if you shake with your right hand. You better shake the back of your hand with your left. I remember, I never really understood, like, that whole thing. People used to say that, like, back in the old days, if you wanted a job, you had to just go in there with a firm handshake and... you know, look them straight in the eye and say you want a job and they'll hire you on the spot. If you tried that at any sort of day, they'd be like, go online and fill out an application. You are not going to get a job walking into a office building saying, I want to speak to the manager, I need a job. Never happens anymore. All right, you want to be an artist? Sure. All right. Well, let's get a... Okay, so we'll make Goldenrod a programmer. With a secondary role of nothing. Programmer's fine. And we're only willing to pay low salary. All right. All right, here we go. It's gonna be Goldenrod here. You want? I don't think I can name janitor specifically. So, let's start with one person for now, and then we'll try to get a second person in a bit. We can't really afford multiple people at the current time, so let's assign this one to... I think I can assign this... how do I assign this specifically? Am I not allowed to restrict this to one person? I thought I could restrict this specifically, unless I don't own that furniture, and that's why I can't. Oh, maybe that's not how that works. Okay, hold on. We'll see what we can do, because people seem to want to do some silly things. So let's do this real quick. So first of all, we need to start doing we need to earn some cash real fast, and the easiest way to make money in this day and age is to take contract work. until we can develop our own software. So let's start by, well, doing contract work. So we're just gonna make we'll make a logistics application and just kind of slam that out real fast. Why did it skip to the next day? Okay. Alright, so there's our workers. Alright. There's one worker. Where's our other worker who just came in? Where are you going? Oh, wait. Wait, why are you going to the bathroom? Okay, so this is... Okay, so this is supposed to be the opposer. If I can click on you. How do I click on you? What the world? Stop moving. Let me click on you. How do I... Here we go. Alright. Golden rod. Pretend one of the janitors says, you sure thing. Alright. So goldenrod has to pee a lot, and there's apparently not a lot of bathrooms. Oh my gosh, there's really only bathrooms upstairs. Who designed this office? Okay, I would like to point out that in this office, the only bathroom is upstairs, because for whatever reason, that's how it's designed. I am not even joking. I wish I was joking. Look, the only toilets are up here, so you have to take the elevator. Wait, there's no stairs. Wait, hold on. Who designed this building? Oh wait, no, there is stairs. It's just really hard to spot. That is really weirdly designed. I do not like that. Well, we might move to a different office at a later time. You know what? I think we're gonna move offices after this day. I think this building kind of sucks. All right, we're just gonna keep slamming out contracts real quick, just to quickly make some cash. And then once we have enough cash, we'll hire more people. Does that make sense? I think that's fine, right? All right, now that job is done. We're just slamming through these jobs real quick. Look at that, easy. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly move to the other building. I don't like this one. I looked at it, I'm like, this one's a little rough. I normally like doing my own custom buildings, but quite frankly, that's a lot of effort, so we're not gonna do that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we'll do programmers, we'll do designers, programmers, artists, and that should probably be fine. So we'll lease this section out. We do need to actually put furniture for once. Yeah, I look at that building and I'm like, this place sucks. Listen, eventually you'll reach the point where you realize, wow, some of these buildings are terrible, and you don't want to stay there ever again. It's a very simple concept, right? Anyways, let's get some furniture. So I need to put down a desk for me. So we'll put down a nice, like this desk. We'll do white. And I need to align it. Okay, so we can't align it at the weird diagonal. That's fine. Ooh, we can center it, I think. How do I center this? I'll set by half. That's fine. I don't want to put it like there. I don't like that window being. I don't like that window being there. That's really obnoxious. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll quickly slam some of this stuff out. Anyways, I am very intrigued by all this tech startup stuff. I like this game a lot. Like, quite frankly, it's actually been some time since I played it. And they still do updates, which is really nice. I'm very glad that they're still willing to do, you know, more stuff for this. But some of these things are... Oh my gosh, I did not download anymore. Oh, here we go. Let's add a... As a power user, I need to have a dual monitor setup like this. Ooh, that's a little big. Ooh, that's really ugly. I think I would probably... Legitimately, I have like a setup that's similar to this, which is fine. And we just need a chair. So we'll just grab the generic executive chair. I don't think I can change the color of this, can I? Maybe I can. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so we'll leave that as my office. Now we're going to put everyone else's office. So, just like a true office manager, we're going to do the worst parts of every office design ever created. Ready? So, we all know the fabled cubicle. Because, good lord, you're gonna get real familiar with these cubicles real quick. Oh, it's common, period. Okay, so there we go. So you'll have your small little cubicles, you'll have your tiny tables, because I don't have a one-tile desk, so you're gonna get what you get. Yeah, that's fine. I think we'll do that. Yeah, you'll get... Well, that's really ugly. I don't like that color. Let's change that up. I want the... Let's see, let's do the black ones. Hostile architecture, not very New York slumlord of you. Isn't that the max profits way of pure human suffering? Well, we can be better than than the landlords of New York. Every time I see New York, I'm just like, okay, here's the thing about New York that I don't understand. How are people affording the rents of like $4,000 for like a 1-bedroom apartment in Midtown Manhattan? Like, these people have to be making like $200,000 a year for that to be even barely feasible. And then you see people like, oh yeah, I love living in New York, and then they show you their apartment and it's like a shoebox with that they're paying like $1,000 a month for, like the size of a parking space. I'm like, I guess if they are just never in their apartment and they're only there strictly to sleep, change clothes, and just get ready for the day, then I guess it makes sense. But when I think of it, I'm just like, who's willing to live here? Like, it's crazy. Put these here. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put let's do 2 for now. I don't need that many yet. We'll expand as time goes on. And then all these people don't get the super nice chairs, they get the really cheap chairs because I am mean. And then since these are I think these are the programmers, right? Programmers will need a calculator on their desks because that will make them work better. And then I'm going to put a clock on the wall so they remember that time is money. Hate the big city, but better organized policies work better. I guess that's fair. I don't know. I think if I was younger, it'd be cool to live in New York City, but now I'm just like, I don't. I'd be like, this place is hell. I look at what people do in New York, I'm just like, this place must be like literal hell. But, you know, what do I know? Maybe I'm the crazy one. Okay, so why don't we put down... I mean, just 2's fine. We just need to earn money. I don't care about their comfort right now. And then for my personal area here... Ooh, a nice rug. I don't know why the styles are ugly, but I guess we'll do... like that. Oh, you know what? That actually doesn't look too bad. That looks a little janky, but I think that's acceptable. Put a nice little light like there, and then... as a lead, I think I want this inbox, little papers, with suburban New York Saturn. I mean, that's fair. I used to live in Long Island, but that was an eternity ago. All right, let's get to work. So we need to slam out more contract work. So we're just gonna do, we'll do this one, logistics application, and a website, real quick. And while that's being slammed out, oh wait, it's next day now. Okay. So I think we can hire more people now, since I think we're making a decent chunk of cash. We made 33,000 off of 2 contracts. Most of these are super easy. All right, so we'll slam through these real quick. Hello there, Zoingo. How was your Gundam stream? Because I know that's what you were doing based on what I was reading earlier. How was it? You can shout yourself out if you want. I'm not going to stop you. Feel free to do so. How was your stream, Zoingo? There we go. Let's hire a new person. It went well. That's good to hear. I'm glad that you're having fun streaming. All right, we're gonna hire more people. All right. So we're gonna hire, I think, Zeoposer, who wanted to be an artist, right? Well, I don't think we need that many artists right now, but we'll hire you anyways. That's probably fine, right? You probably don't need a secondary role. We're not paying you that much anyways. You're getting paid like the minimum wage. Okay, that's probably fine. Okay. And then, yeah, you'll get to work the next day while we slam these things out. I'm glad you're having fun, though. Okay, let me do this shout out. You shout out yourself. I'm not denying you that. I'll do it. I assume maybe Twitch didn't allow you to do it. There we go. Look at that. We're making cash. Okay, we can probably do one more contract, so we'll do a website. Again, we just need to slam out money as quickly as we can. All right, perfect. So now it's 1500, so about 3 o'clock and everyone's going home. All right, we're doing it. Next day. Okay. So we're gonna do this probably for like 2 more months, and then we will start slamming out metric tons of money. We will do manufacturing at some point. I definitely want to manufacture stuff later, but it's not my immediate priority. In fact, I probably need to hire additional people. So let's quickly just make sure everyone is set up. So this one is actually named... How do I look at your details? Here we go. Okay, so your name is actually Zeoposer. Okay, and then we're gonna go hire... Okay, that name didn't stick for some reason. Okay, it did now. Okay, perfect. So if I close that menu... Alright, we're gonna hire one more person. Let's hire another programmer. This guy's fine. Alright, we'll hire him. We'll hire 2. 3. Alright, we're just gonna hire 3 programmers. Alright, let's get programming. So let's assign these to people. Okay, so... This one. This programmer shall be named... Who has not... Okay, Zoingo can be... Zoingo will make an artist later, or designer. Funbound, congratulations. You are now being forcibly conscripted into my company. I did not spell your name correctly, because apparently I don't know how to spell. And then, I know Greywind, you said you wanted to be a janitor. However, I can't name the janitor, so you get to be this one instead. Congratulations on being forcibly hired by our corporation. And then, next one is... I'm just going to scroll up and see who names that have typed in chat. Congratulations, Drunken Wayfarer, who has been forcibly conscripted as a programmer as well. I pray for your success in these trying times as we try to accomplish all of these harrowing... I just realized I do not have enough desks for everyone. Whoops. You're hired. Oh, did you actually get a job offer today? Congratulations on becoming employed. How does it feel knowing that you are now a member of society? Does it please you? Oh, let's actually delete this. I have an idea. I think I can just click this. Ah, there we go. Look at that. I can just copy that whole thing. So that's 4 more spaces. We probably will need at least the next door. The lead designer's not having their demands met. Who's the lead designer? Oh, hold on. This chair is assigned to me only. There we go. Look at these code monkeys. Look at them grinding away, slaving and toiling to ensure that we will get everything we do. We need more designers, don't we? I love it. I love watching the code monkeys at work. Actually, no, we have enough desks right now. Let's see, we have, we will need 1 more desk, you're right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy this. I'm just gonna literally put it on the other side over here. Perfect. It's terrible. We do actually need to hire a janitor, so I will hire a staff member. We'll do cleaning staff at 8 in the morning. Work harder. Oh, they didn't finish the job to build the website for Queen Pack. Uh-oh, we're losing money. They gotta finish this job ASAP. Come on. Slam it out. Come on. All right, perfect. Just screw it. No, send it. Send it. Send it. All right, we gotta do the other ones. You're shutting down things while working on painting a Bloodborne partially inspired hybrid. Oh, okay, that's cool. How did it go? Oh shoot. Maybe I should have actually done this one. I think we might be overdue on one of these. We're actually not making a lot of money. I don't know if it's because these jobs are becoming way harder. Don't worry, Ray, we're gonna hire you in a bit. I want to make sure I find a good employee that I can pay lots and lots of dollars, and it's totally not financial embezzling. Unironically, this is basically the gig economy. You're right. What I actually need to hire is more... We need to hire designers. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do this, and we're going to hire... I need to hire a designer specifically, because these people we hired can't really design things. So let's hire a designer with a secondary programmer. We'll make him medium salary. We'll hire like a star employee. All right, we're going to pick a female character that can be Ray. This one wants a lot of money, but they're pretty good in designing and programming, so I think we'll take this one. Yes, Shelly Brown, you are now part of our company. Shelly Brown, your actual name is now... Perfect, look at that. Beautiful. Also, don't forget to watch the stream on YouTube as well. Yeah, it helps the metrics there. Oh, can we finish this? I don't think we can finish this. Oh, we're gonna be overdue. Or we're losing money. The salaries are a little higher than I was anticipating, and this job is taking way more than I was anticipating. Because we didn't do the other one yet either. Maybe we just gotta do the cheaper jobs. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's really bad. Alright, just send it in. Send it. Oh my gosh, we're actually losing money. Why are these so hard? Oh, did I take the really hard ones? I might have actually taken the really hard ones. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Okay, we might need to fire some people. We might have overhired too fast. All right, let's quickly grab... Okay, there we go. Let's grab this one. And let's quickly grab these game asset ones, because these should be fairly easy. And just start slamming those apart. Perfect, look at that. Easy, next one. Go, go, go. Look at those numbers go. We are speeding this game up really fast so we can get to the more interesting bits. Okay, good. So we are making cash. Somehow. And then we'll also start doing a logistics application, which should be fine. You can't say that, IRL. No, we're not gonna lay anyone off. We're gonna keep everyone hired. We will ensure the financial stability of this corporation so that everyone will be able to feed their families and all that jazz. Actually, I think it's because we have too many people working on the design work, which is probably the biggest issue. I think I need to hire more dedicated designers because we're getting stuck on the design part of the job rather than the coding part. The coding part gets slammed out really quick. The art assets, maybe not so much. All right, just send it in. I'm just full sending some of these jobs. Yeah, look at that. We're burning through $20,000 a month. So we need to basically earn about 25K every month to not go broke. Which is getting more and more difficult because for some reason these jobs really want a lot out of us. Maybe I need to hire more designers. Yeah, I think I'm noticing that the more designers you have working on a single job, the harder it is to succeed. And I think that's the issue we're running into. So I think what I need to do is I'm going to split this into like 2 separate teams, right? So we can have 2 separate teams working on 2 separate projects at once. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take Ray. And I'm going to make a new team. I think that's what we got to do. We got to make a new team. Okay. We're going to call this team Contract Monkeys. And I'm going to assign... let's see here. How do I change your team? I'm going to assign Ray to team Contract Monkeys. I will also move Drunken Wayfarer to team Contract Monkeys. And Grey Wind also to team Contract Monkeys. So essentially we can have 2 teams working on different jobs at the same time like this, right? That way we can maybe get all these taken care of instead of just running through all of our money because we are getting really close to bankruptcy. Look at how fast our money burns. But now with 2 different jobs working, this is probably fine. Okay, this one can be developed now. Okay, assign this to Contract Monkeys, please. See, that way we can at least make some cash. Oh man, this is... I think I do need to fire people. How did I do this last time? It's actually been so long since I played this. I don't actually remember how to make money in this. But we're getting really broken. These people want more monies. Goldenrod and Zeopulsar want to raise. Sure. Okay. I think I need to fire people. I think I need to fire Ray. Ray's salary is so high. She makes... Okay, so imagine this. Like, Ray comes in, makes $7,000 a month, and then the rest of you are making, like, 2K. So this means Ray has an effective salary of $88,000. I need to develop trash. We can barely finish our contract work, which is the more surprising part. We'll assign this to Contract Monkeys, and we'll assign this website to core team. See if we can get this one slammed out. Let's just even get these at least ripped through. If we're able to at least get these done, then we might be fine, but some of these jobs are a little rough. I think we might be okay. These are actually making some cash, but some of these actually want longer design iterations, which is kind of surprising. Just send it in. Okay, we're making some cash, but not enough. Okay, we're still short. Okay, so I think we can do a logistics application. We'll assign this to the core team. And then we'll also do a... Oh my gosh, this one's a 3-month website contract for $200,000 if we can pull it off. We'll do a generic website with the contract monkeys real quick, just to see if we can make some cash. Assign this one to contract monkeys. Thank you very much. Go. Rip it through. So Seekers, the boss man makes as much as the lowest paid guy and keeping the difference money corporation. Listen, I'm trying to make sure we don't burn through all of our cash, but I think the other problem is that all these people, they keep going out to lunch, and lunch is far away. I don't know how they keep doing it. Also, I don't know why we're like doing this so long. This one should not have to take that long. All right, we're in debt. We have 1 month to clear our debt, or else it's game over. I think we do have to fire Ray. I think Ray makes too much cash. We could take a loan out. Maybe the correct thing to do is we take a fat loan, and the fat loan will keep us afloat until we can kind of get better contracts. Maybe that's the correct solution. Financially, this doesn't make sense. Like, we can take a loan out. So if we take a $250,000 loan over the course of a year, we'll pay $338 in the end. If we take a bank loan, we have to apply for it, which has a much better... This has a much better interest, but I have to apply for it. No, all right. I think we just take it with a quick loan. I could just take $1 million. If I take $1 million, paid off over the course of 2 years, I think that's perfectly fine, right? I think that's fine. I think we could just, if we do this, we can just go all in on a big project and pray it works. What do you think? Should we do it? Should we commit? I think we're gonna commit. I think we're gonna commit to it. See, you gotta spend money to make money. We might have to develop an AV software, so we'll take a loan out for over the course of 2 years. All right. All right. So now that we have a little bit more money, we have time to develop our own software. Now the question is, what software? Do we just want to go straight into the game industry? Look at all these options. We can make anti-cheat software, which I guess doesn't matter too much, or we can just go straight into making a game. Look at all these genres. Oh, we can even make a RPG. I thought there was like a subgenre, but maybe not. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we can even pick a subgenre. So the question is, can we afford, with the $1 million, to make a new game IP? Baldur's Gate 4? I don't think we can make Baldur's Gate 4. It's only the year 2001. 9/11 hasn't even happened yet, to give you context. We'll probably need to hire... We don't have any artists. We'll have to hire some artists. I think I'm also going to lease these 2 rooms, and we're going to start moving people around a little bit once it's nighttime. At the very least, I want to get these 2 contracts taken care of. This one's taking forever. Yeah, that one's overdue. That's fine. Let's get these contracts done. I don't know why these contracts are taking so long. Like, this one in particular just took an eternity. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough artists is the other problem. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do now. So I think what we'll do is we need 2 teams. One to basically keep doing contracts, and the other team to actually get the main project done. I think that's how we have to do this. Now, I think what we'll do is we'll try to keep the teams into, like, rooms. So for now, like, for example, this room will be core, and this room will be the contract monkeys. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this, and I'll probably move this one over here, so at least they're separated, right? And I think that might be fine. Later on, what we'll do is we'll definitely try to be like team 1 designer, artist, programmers. But for now, this is what we can afford to do, right? I think that makes sense. Let's move this over here. All right, I don't want to listen to this soundtrack anymore. Let's listen to something else. Also, I don't know why I'm talking so fast. I feel like I'm coked up on cocaine or something. Let's listen to... What do I want to listen to? Problem is YouTube just keeps giving me the same recommendations for music every single time, and I would prefer some variety. You need, yeah, some kind of jazzy music is correct. That's also not copyright struck. Late night Kyoto jazz, relaxing Japanese hotel lobby core. All right, we are now Japanese hotel lobby core. That's our new vibe. I love it. I actually worked for an engineering company once. That was it, though. I never did much beyond that. All right, let's start developing our game. We have, I think what we'll do is we'll have 1 year to make our game. If we can't make the game within 1 year, we are dead. So what kind of RPG are we making? Or should we make a RTS? Or should we make a realistic simulation game? Economic simulation game? Casual? Maybe we're a mobile game company. Oh my god. What if we're making mobile games before mobile games became a thing? Ooh, that could be it. That could be it. Oh man, this is gonna be terrible, I think. Oh, is this really what I want to do? I don't think I want to do... Let's not do Goblin theme. Let's do a different theme this time around. Let's do a different theme. Let's do... Alright, why don't we do a... Let's do an adventure game. Ooh, we could do one... RPGs. Realistic simulation. Economic simulation. Casual. Because mobile phones aren't really a thing at this point in time. Like, the iPhone didn't come out until, like, the... What? I want to say the iPhone didn't really come out until, like, the late 2000s. A Doom clone? Alright, we can do a Doom clone. Alright. We're gonna... Okay, what are we gonna call this? An arena shooter. Okay. We will have to hire a publisher for this. Okay, let's think about this in a second. All right. What are we calling our Doom clone? I want to call this game... Well, we're gonna call this PAN with all dots in between, and it means nothing. All right, it's an arena shooter with the weapon components. Okay, so we need to make the expected interest high. Which is gonna be the hard part because I don't know if people want... Maybe there's not a market for this yet. It's possible there's not a market for this game yet, is my understanding based on what I'm looking here. Even if I try to develop this game, we could put it on the Poly 3000 framework, which would be easy. Or we don't have to use a framework. I mean, yeah, we were running Windows XP in this timeline, but I think the main issue is that there's not really a market for this. Let's see. What if we do... So... Let's pick an operating system, the Zen Fusion. So no, we don't have multiplayer at all either. So it's basically like a single player game. So we can either use the Go Girl 5 or the Infinity Epoch OS 4, which is a PC, or the Zen Fusion, which is a mobile phone. No, I don't want to start boring. I want to just go hard and see if we can make it work. Yeah, it seems like there's just not a market for this right now. Even if I add things... Oh, okay, hold on. So what if we do... Okay, so it's an arena shooter with 2D graphics. We also will handle visual damage, Screen effects, recoil sprites, and advanced HUD. Okay, we're getting some interest now. Open world shooter? Let's see, modular save, arena shooter. Obviously we want audio. We can even do a dynamic soundtrack. NPC narration. Of course, we gotta have an NPC narrate everything with cutscene audio. Oh, there we go. We're gonna need a lot more programmers for this than we have. Expected interest is $6%. So this might be really hard to pull off. If we do it on this one. Okay, so we also have to pick an anti-cheat and an engine. We'll just do Pixel Game Maker, which is fine, because it's the most popular one. Yeah. We'll do Core Protocol, that's fine, because we haven't made our own anti-cheat yet. Listen, all companies gotta start somewhere, right? Basic physics with... We're gonna need to hire a lot of programmers, so let's do contextual input. I'm trying to think. This might work. We do have to create the market ourselves, but the fact that it takes 2 years to develop is really tough. We only have like about a year to survive. Not even a year. Because they do want dynamic soundtrack too. We're gonna have to hire a lot of artists and program. I don't think we can actually afford to do this. Like, look how many programmers you need. You need like so much. Yeah, I don't think we can do the FPS yet. I think it's just too expensive for us to develop. So for the time being, we might need to develop something else. Let's develop a nice game. Let's try a text-based RPG. Okay, so we'll do textual game. That's also... Oh, we can also just do JRPGs. Alright, we'll do the subgenre of text game. Actually, I think we could do a dungeon crawler. I think dungeon crawlers would work. With dynamic inventory, modular saving. Oh my god, we could just make visual novels. You're right. Visual novel JRPG. Perfect. Alright. It also has a modular save with turn-based combat and a branching storyline, dialogue trees. We don't need that turn-based combat. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my gosh, we can make it pretty. Facial sprites, of course, to get that visual aesthetic. We gotta have music, dynamic soundtrack. Ooh, NPC narration, cutscene audio would also be feasible. That's still really expensive to make. Why are all these games so hard to manufacture? Are games just not that easy to make in this timeline? What if we did like a casual game? A casual text game that's fast and replayable with time bonuses, hidden Easter eggs, reward animations, adaptive layouts, with audio, obviously. No 3D graphics, just keep it simple. And a minimalist interface. Let's do basic physics. This could be... Oh, that's really expensive. This is gonna be really dumb. Like, I don't even know if this is like feasible. I wonder if the game is just really hard and doesn't like people trying to make games. 2%. We can probably do it faster. This one's in about a year, but 2%. Okay, let's do the math real quick. Okay. Hold on, let's do the math. So expected interest is 2 million. So the reach is 2,040,195. You multiply that by 2%, which gets us about an expected interest of 44,000 units. Assuming we sell each unit for about $20, that's about $1 million. So I think even a low percentage reach is actually fine. The more I think about it, because you still will reach about like a couple 50,000 people. So I think that's actually okay. We'll make it a text game that's also a puzzle game. What if we make it a point and click puzzle game? That might be fine. With modular save, I think is workable. So it'll be at $20. I do like the visual novel idea, but I think we need to find something that makes easy cash. So we're gonna call this Katy Perry's. No, we're gonna call this we're gonna call this Daiwa Scarlet's. Is that her name? We're gonna call this Tamamo Cross's cross country search. You didn't get Uma Musume, but you'll get some of it here, I guess. And we will put it on the. I guess the Infinity Epoch is fine. Yeah. I think this will work, but I do want a publisher to handle the marketing and printing. I think it's easier if we just hire someone to handle all the printing. Now, if we do that, we will lose about half of it, but maybe this is fine. These guys want 2 years. What if we handle it ourselves? Because we won't be able to survive that long unless we do Code Monkey jobs. Codemaster does like us, that's true. After they recoup 5.9x their investment, they will. Okay, so I think maybe this is fine. Yeah, all right, we'll commit. All right, let's go. Let's see how this pans out. In the meanwhile, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna assign the rest of these to the contract monkeys, and the contract monkeys are gonna essentially exist to keep us afloat doing contract work in the meanwhile. I think that's the only way we can make this work. However, I will make Ray get better at designing so that she can maybe lead her own project at some point. But I do think this project's gonna take a while to get going. Now, thankfully, since we're not handling the marketing, it's not our problem anymore. And we just have to hope that we get something going. But I expect to lose a lot of cash quickly. Because I think Ray also just eats up most of my income. Like, this one contract alone pays for her salary and no one else's. That's how expensive shit is to have her do work. I don't know why they have to keep doing 3 iterations. Yeah, we're losing money real quick. I don't know if we can do this. I don't know if this is feasible. These contracts are taking a lot longer than I was anticipating. Oh, these contracts are all really... Ooh, can we do this one? This one might be fine. Maybe if we just hire another programmer, it might be okay. Let's see. See, they can slam some of these out real fast, but I think the other problem is they all take like an hour for lunch. Who takes an hour for lunch? Me, I guess. Technically, that's me. See, look, like, he didn't want to finish the project, and I'm still losing money. We should have just developed our own storefront. We could have made money that way. This music is really loud. Let's see. Alright, if they can slam out... I think we have to take the more expensive contracts now. I think they could probably make a... Let's see. These will give us upfront cash. $3 months to make a website. You need a competent live... Oh, you do need a 2D artist. Alright, so we do need to start hiring artists. Alright, we'll hire an artist now. We're gonna assign him the contract monkeys. We're gonna hire this one. Well, we need 2D, right? I think is what it said. We need levels in 2D. I think this is fine. Christy Horn. Now we're gonna hire her. Her real name is actually... Who needs to be hired? Who needs to join our glorious corporation? Zoingo yet, right? Alright, Zoingo, congratulations. Welcome aboard our beautiful, almost burning to the ground corporation. I hope you'll be able to keep everything afloat here. But that does pay out a decent amount if we can get it done. which is what I'm praying we can do, but it's gonna be rough. Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't know. What's... Oh! Oh shoot, I know what's going on. I don't have enough desks. Yeah, okay, so we don't actually have enough desks. Maybe we might have to just give them a separate job while they're doing... I think they can probably do multiple jobs is my guess. Whatever 2D artist we have is going to be incredibly overworked, and it's going to be very bad. Alright, so we're still losing cash. We're running through like 50k. Screw it, just develop it. I don't need it to be super crazy. I just need it to function. Just to complete the bare minimum that they ask of us. Listen, we are not here to be a good company. We're here to make enough money to develop our game, which we're now running into issues because we can't continue the production development. I'll assign core team here too as well. Oh my gosh, we're burning through so much cash. I can't take any more loans. Look. Oh my god, we're losing so much money. I know most of it's a loan, so that's fine, but oh lordy. I need this website for Sheep Nexus League. Codemasters was shut down and can no longer do the publishing duties. Oh my god, we're on our own. We're on our own. Oh no, it got picked up by Casual Game. Oh wait, no, hold on. Who's... Wait. Okay, wait, so no one's publishing this anymore. Oh shoot, that means we're responsible for it now. Is that feasible? Is that feasible for us? I don't know if we can afford this. Yes, also these guys are just not doing anything because we don't have enough designers. These guys don't really have designer skills, which is really rough. How did I do this? I swear there was a way that I had set up the teams that was super efficient. I cannot remember how I did it. Hold on, I'm gonna save the game real fast. Let me load my old save that I did on stream. Which I think was this one. I just need to look at it real quick, just so I remember what I did. Because we actually had a really big team here. Like Sniffer Watch, Render Maker, Pluto Boy, all these different games. How did I actually do this? How did I set up the teams? Core team, which literally had designers, programmers, and artists. Software support, which was primarily the other stuff, and then marketing, recovery, which was kind of like my backup team, then design, team 1, R&D. Okay, wow, so I actually had a lot of crazy stuff here. Okay, that's fine. Let's quickly go back to the other save. All right. This company might be burning to the ground faster than we had anticipated. But it's okay. We'll, there's always a chance. We did actually make a profit the previous month because we actually completed a contract. And if we could just complete more contracts, that'd be great. I don't think this Tamamo's cross-country adventure is going to work very well. Because we're still on iteration 1. What if we just slam it out? What if we just... Maybe we gotta hire another designer. Yeah, I think we gotta hire another designer. So, designer who also doubles as an artist with a low salary to be assigned to the core team. Go. I would like to hire whoever is the cheapest individual. Right, 2 cheap workers is fine. So at least that gets us more people working on the design aspect, which is currently where we're stuck on. And then they can also help with the artwork. Because right now you can see here progress on designing. The art section is what's really killing us with that project. I am committing all of my resources to the stupid Tamamo Cross adventure. I hope it will pay off. But I'm starting to think it might not. I'm going to just start developing this. Yeah, just start working on it. Oh my gosh, that That design is so slow. Oh, because they're all here. No, don't put the core team on there. Oh my goodness, they all want raises. I'm sorry, hold on. Goldenrod wants a 25% salary increase? His opposer wants a almost 80% salary increase. Absolutely not. You can have like a 10% increase. We're all having no, actually no, we're just gonna reject it. I know, we're gonna you don't get that much, I'm sorry. I cannot justify that much of an increase in your salary. Okay. I can't justify that much of an increase. You definitely can't have that much of an increase. That's fine, fine. Ray wants a 5% increase, 4% increase is fine. I can't afford! Oh my gosh, the computers are breaking down too. I need to hire maintenance staff too. Alright, that's fine. Let's just hope this is enough. Maybe I expanded too fast. Maybe that's the trick. You're not supposed to expand that quickly. And maybe I made that mistake. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start developing the main game. And we're gonna start marketing it with some... Oh shoot, we can't do a press release because we don't have a team for press releases. Oh my god. Because we don't have a publisher anymore. Oh. We need to hire a marketing team. I think I don't think we can actually afford to do this. Maybe we should just cancel this project. Yeah, maybe the AV was the play. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because I can't afford. We don't have the staff to do this. I think we have to start small. I think that's legitimately the play. Because I basically would have to hire marketing staff. And marketers are very expensive, and I have to make a new team, just call this marketing. Let's see. Oh shoot, I think I overwrote the save. I did. We might just start it. I think we just have to start all over. All right, it's only been like an hour. I learned my mistakes. We're gonna start all over. I think I know exactly what we need to do to not cock this up. All right, we're gonna just start fresh slate. Okay, now that I know what I'm doing. All right, we're gonna do the same thing as usual, except I'm a visionary. Yeah. Who specializes in video games. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna be called Particle let's see, Particle Gaming Corporation. Okay, and then our icon is gonna be this thing that looks really cool. And I do want these 3 mods. Start in the year 2000. Medium difficulty is fine. Specialty in 2D networking. Okay. Yeah, PGC. We will start in the year 2000 with, I think medium difficulty is perfectly fine. And then we're gonna just pick a map. All right, so we're not gonna do empty plot. We'll just pick a building. I think I like that. I like that one we were doing earlier, that manufacturing building. Let's try this one again. But I think what we have to do this time is we have to build slowly. We can't just jump into it so hard and fast like we did this previous time. I think that's just going to cause issues. And maybe we don't go right into video games. As much fun as it would be to go straight into video games, I think maybe we're not supposed to. So in the interest of not exploding the corporation immediately, we will not commit that hard to it yet, but I will at least get the rest of this built. So let's slam out our beautiful little PC. And as I am the lead, I will need an inbox, and I'm gonna need a chair. We could get the gaming chair. Let's get the gaming chair. We can afford $2,000 from me. And then let's set up the first cubicle room. So we're gonna try to not get that many cubicle rooms. I think we also just got too many too fast. So I will need a cubicle wall. I like this one a lot. And you're gonna need a chair. Or should I give them bigger? maybe I'm gonna be nice. What if we split it into two? Maybe we're not gonna make them so cramped, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm not that cruel. And then, ooh, let's give them an adjustable desk. Ooh, that's expensive though. Which is not. Like an adjustable desk there. Complete with a... Should I... Got it facing the wrong way. Something like that I think would be fine, right? Let's do here with a nice simple... I think the executive chair is okay. Right? I think that looks fine, right? I think that's okay. And then we'll slap on... I don't know, a clock. Like last time. And let's get going. So first things first is we have to quickly slam out at least 2 contracts. Just try to get some money going. And I'll hire one person who is a programmer who can also do design work. We'll hire this one. And this one will be named, I think we'll do Goldenrod again. Mostly because he's got golden hair. And that should be good to start, right? Wouldn't you agree, comrades? Let's try to make video games once we can get some cash going. Alright, so we should be walking in there, doing these jobs. That should slam out relatively quickly. Easy cash. Alright, next job. Making a logistics application for McSnappy Shop Electric Conglomerate. Alright, 2 contracts done. Next one. Embedded Systems website. Alright, that should be quick. Also, I do need to make this one unique. This one is my specific chair. Okay. Yeah, so I think what happened last time was I expanded way too quickly, way too fast, and that caused us to go broke real dang quick. Well, I just looked at Discord. Why is there 10 votes on the horse? Were people that desperate to see the horses? Yes, there are actually furniture to increase programming. So, for example, if I add a calculator, I'm not even joking, that's an actual furniture piece. It does actually increase programmer skill. And then I could maybe add some lights because it's too dark in here. So I could add a, I don't know, a nice little tree like that, and maybe some wall lights. You know, something like that. I think that's fine. Okay, so we did make $10,000, which is something. We gotta quickly get more jobs going. I'm just gonna accept the ones that are worth money, because these should all be slammed out relatively quickly. Small team should work fairly quickly. Get these done. Next one. So remember, this is 1 month per day. There we go. Look at that. Now we can do another job. Just let everyone go home for the day. Okay, perfect. So let's get more jobs done. Now we're getting the expensive jobs like this logistics application and the embedded system. So let's do the embedded system and the logistics application. This one will be worth more and will probably get us more, get us into a better position quicker, right? I'd like to pause this one. Can we prioritize this one? Oh, it's automatic. Okay. So in that case, we do need to finish this logistics application first, which will take multiple days. The problem is that the Mega Kids job is probably something we need to get done ASAP. I'll just develop this now, which shouldn't take that long. It doesn't need that many iterations. Because the main issue is, again, we don't have that many artists. We have one person doing art. The code is also a little janky as well, but that's okay. Right, we have this month. And Goldenrod is 6, so now it's just a one-person operation. It's me doing everything, grinding away. Just do the next step and just start fixing bugs. Yeah, we lost money because we didn't get that job done. Salaries. Goldenrod does cost a lot of money. Okay, I think we can just submit it. Inadequate quality is acceptable, I think. Then we can get this embedded system slammed out now that we have people here. We will need to start hiring cleaners as well, and I think we can hire a second person soon. I think right now we are mostly delayed because of the design work. The design work is what's eating up a lot of our time, especially because it needs a lot of 2D development time. So why don't we go hire another designer, shall we? Let's do designer who's secondarily an artist. Silent but deadly. Stressed. All right, you're fine. Oh, your salary is really high. I'm not gonna hire you. Looking for cheap people. I guess you do get what you pay for, but we only have so much cash around. You want to be a designer? All right. Let's do maybe just the one person's fine for now. Let's build slowly, right? We learn from our mistakes. All right, Zeoposter, congratulations. Welcome aboard to the company. I hope you will succeed, because if you don't, that's going to be very bad. Let's also get you a desk, because I did not get you a desk yet. Fun fact, there is no mirroring option, so that's just what it is. Okay. Now that we have two people working around, especially on the art side, this should get slammed out relatively quickly. Yeah, because everyone's a programmer here, okay? No one's not allowed. Oh, there we go. So we made some cash. It's not a good amount, but it works. We can try doing like longer embedded system jobs that might get us more cash as well. It is like just a struggle of just trying to balance, because think of it this way. So right now, financially, we burn through about let's see here. So financially, we're burning through about $12,000 a month. So whatever we do, we need to earn about $12,000 a month. Right now, we are not doing that. We are very much not earning nearly enough. So like we're already overdue with this embedded system, so we're gonna lose money. And that's kind of the issue that we're running into. I don't know why I'm like struggling with getting the money. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Why am I talking like a valley girl? We gotta do the cheaper ones too for now. Let's add a lead designer. We can kind of hone in on each person's creativity bit by bit. There we go. That was easy. Okay, let's get another job going. Let's do the generic website, and we'll have this one. Because every character has a creativity level. And depending on your creativity level, that kind of determines how good the projects that you lead are going to be. Also, I need to hire... I need to get someone in here to fix that. Let's hire cleaning and IT support should be fine. Because right now it's very dirty, so that's going to eat up more cash. But we got to do what we got to do. So that website's going to be done. Let's do another... Let's do a logistics one. This one doesn't require that much work done, so we can just make it Zeoposter to lead this project. Let's figure out what you're good at, alright? That's the goal. We're trying to figure out what you can do. What is actually causing this to be slow? Network iteration, because we don't have a good network specialist. Interesting. Okay, I'm starting to remember the mechanics of this game. So, we will succeed. Because you don't really need art for a logistics application. Alright, let's get another contract going. Let's do... Embedded systems might be okay. Sure. We'll let Goldenrod handle this project. Once the logistics application is solved, because apparently that thing is a bit of a disaster. Okay, finish it. Send it in. Okay. So we do need to figure out what software we're going to start with first. One of the biggest issues is that we don't have much software. So choices are, instead of making an OS, which we can't do, we could make a very simple, we could make an office software. Takes less than a year to make. Very easy. Just slam it out. A Goldenrod wants us raised. Sure, that's fine. Let's take a look. What are the software we can manufacture or develop? We could make management apps like a file manager, a finance organizer. Ooh, we could make QuickBooks. Actually, that's not a bad idea. There's a decent reach for this. Subscription base is not really popular at this time, but reminder alerts with transaction tracker, income spreadsheets. What's Fast Novel? Is that an actual program? Fast Novel. Also, I need to change the music. I think this music's gonna put me to sleep. Okay, I didn't know if a Fast Novel was a legitimate thing, like some kind of AI writer program, which it's actually not a bad name. But we're gonna do a finance one. We're not gonna call it QuickBooks. Let's do... What is the thing that people want? Oh, we need a lot of programmers for this. I'll just keep doing contracts for the time being until we can get some cash going. I know it's boring watching contracts being done, but it's the easiest way to make a fast stack of cash while I try to figure out what is the best way to financially get out of this financial hole. Oh, this game. The other choice we have is we could just, I don't know, we could go to the stock market and buy stocks in other companies. Like, that is a legitimate option for us. For example, we can see that like MXV is super cheap right now. So if we bought MXV, we could invest some money. I don't know, like if I invested 10,000 into it, now I have a 10,000. Like, it's already bottomed out, right? Like, the only way it can go is up, right? So that 10,000 can totally become like $10 more billion in due time. Is my hope. This is, I need to hire a 2D specialist. I think my issue is we do not have a 2D specialist. Alright, we're gonna look for a 2D specialist because I think that's like the part where we're getting hung up on. Yeah. So who is a really good 2D? Oh my gosh, these salaries are so high. Actually, those are fairly normal salaries actually for programming. You can see here, for like example, we have like a 3-star systems specialist, but not like a 2D like interface specialist. So maybe we hire Faith Schmidt, who does have that skill that we need. So I will hire her. And her name is actually Ray, because if I don't pick a Ray pawn, she's gonna stab me. There we go, look at that. So in theory, this should let us rip through some of these a little quicker. Oh, I need another, I don't have enough desks. There we go. That's better. So now everyone's got a desk. Now we can get the work done quicker. Okay, this needs to be done like ASAP now. Yeah, the 2D programming is like really what's killing us. Let's finish it. I need the next one's done. Yeah, like, I don't know why that one took so long, because I'm looking at it. That was only worth $10,000, and it took that long? It shouldn't take that long to do a simple job. Why are these jobs getting worse? Okay, that one should be quick. At least the programmers are fast. All right, we need to get another job in. This music's also, like, really quiet. How about Zelda Breath of the Wild, a game that I have never played, but everyone says is really good and I should probably play it. Yes, Garm, good evening. How are you, comrade? I see you've noticed that we're not playing a horse game. Why are we throwing things at me? We haven't done anything to deserve this. Also, I forgot, one thing I should do is I should auto roll. So for example, Goldenrod is basically just going to be programming and nothing else. Zeoposer, we're going to have you basically designing and nothing else. And then Ray, I think we can do both. Although I think what we'll do is design priority, programming secondary. And then we'll also get rid of the service work here. Yeah, it should be okay. I said communism. Why do you have this? Okay, I think the way you're spelling it, it makes you sound like you're saying communism instead of Uma, you know. So I'm very concerned and scared. That's what concerns me. That's what concerns me. Okay. So there we go. We're making money right now. That's good. Let's do another contract. Get this logistics application game, get these game assets slammed out. Rudder or gutter? Both, I guess, are valid. What is your job here? Goldenrod's a programmer with nothing to do. Why? What is your specialty, actually? Goldenrod basically is programming systems. Okay, so you're primarily a systems specialist. Just fine. I think what I'm also going to have you do is I'm probably going to give you designer skill. I think secondary designer. I think every person should at least be able to do 2 roles. I can't get my mind out of the gutter. I'm sorry. It's already stuck in there. Yeah, Okay, well, look at this. We're burning through. We're losing too much cash. Oh, jeez. All right, let's do another contract. I think we can do this 3-month contract, and that should... Ooh, that requires 3D specialists. This one I think should be doable. And we're going to have Zeoposer do it, because Zeoposer we're finally starting to hone in on your skills. The main issue is everyone keeps going upstairs to, like, go get lunch. Right? And also the bathrooms are pretty far away. But I hope this one will at least earn us enough cash to be happy. The other thing we could do is we could go into manufacturing. We could also set up our own digital distribution system. But the problem is we need to get people on it. That's really the main issue. Maybe once we develop a few games, that's what we'll do. I don't actually know where they're going to get lunch. Where are they actually going? They might actually just be going upstairs for a break. Let's see. I need to watch them the next time one of them, like, travels. We also have this entire basement area, too, by the way. Here's our server room. There's, like, a bunch of servers in there, obviously. But we can also get these other rooms later on. But for now, this should be okay. I think we gotta just develop this. I'm not gonna sit there and wait for that thing to get figured out. Just slam it out. As long as the code's done, we're good to go. I think I'm just gonna finish it. Satisfactory quality. That's not bad. Alright, we're making... Oh my gosh, I'm still burning through cash. That was only worth... We only made $1,000. Where does the... Why is my income so low? Bills... And the salaries. The contract was only worth 10. Yeah, I gotta take more contracts. We gotta just keep slamming through these contracts until I can find a way to make cash. There's something I'm forgetting. Like, I swear there was a method to my madness last time, and how we were able to succeed. I remember. We're gonna make people. So right now people are working from 8 to 4. Or 8 to, what is 60? 8 to 4? No. We're gonna make them work from 7 to 5. So we're adding 2 hours to their work schedule. Okay. We have to. You will work extra. All right. This is the startup. This is the startup grind set. All right. You gotta really lock in so you can meet your performance metrics or something. Insert whatever weird words you want to use for this nonsense. Okay. Alright, I think we might have enough money to do an AV software soon, so we might commit to AV software in a bit. I think lore-wise, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pivot to AV after 9/11. Alright, 9/11 will be the period where we're like, alright, time to switch. Time to switch to that technology. People Riot. Oh, don't worry, Garm. You're going to be hired here eventually, too. Everyone will be hired as a worker. And you will enjoy your time working for me. I can do this one. That's fine. It's an okay contract. Yeah, but I do think the solution is we have to commit to a... what's it called? To developing AV software. Let me drink real quick. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. Because I don't think we can afford to do games. We're barely making money is the problem. Like, we're just doing contracts and we're not really making cash with it. Is kind of the issue that I'm running into. This contract is due this month, which I'm not sure if we can do that. Let's see if we can handle it. I'm just gonna send it in. Screw it. Okay. Let's develop a software. I think we can afford financially to keep existing, so let's do AV. I think AV is probably... let's see. Yeah. Oh, I think, hold on, I know some other ways that we can make cash. Hold on, I have an idea. I think the other thing too is we can provide support for various other companies. Okay, there's no deals right now. Okay. Let's develop an AV. I think an AV is probably fine. If you keep it simple with like file encryption and a file scanner, that's probably more than enough to get people happy. And then just a basic 2D interface. Like, we have enough staff to do this. I think the networking part maybe we don't need. We'll just do... Yeah, let's do this one. I think we'll make it. I think we can make an AV software and we'll be fine. What are we calling our AV software? I'm gonna call this Sodium Shield. Yeah, welcome to the Sodium Shield software. We need to have someone publish it. I wouldn't mind having someone else publish this, honestly. It keeps the... and printing it, and we just have to develop it. I think that might be fine. Yes, the opposer, worry not, I will use my glasses to its fullest ability. The glasses give me power, did you know that? Also, just make sure I have the YouTube window open in case anyone's saying anything on there. So I think this is fine. We could also ask for funding, but I don't think I need the funding. Honestly, I'd rather I just need someone. I think we can just market it. We can print it ourselves. We just have someone else print it. No, let's have someone else do it for the first one. We'll work with Technobalis Industries. Okay, so I will have about a year and a half to develop this product. All right, let's get started on developing Sodium Shield. If I have to, I will just take a loan out to keep ourselves afloat for some time. But I think we can do this. We'll need OS support as well. So I might need a... What are we missing here? Operating system. So I need to hire someone who specializes in OS support, which I think is going to be another bit of an issue. You want the mustache? Sure. I don't know how many people here work in tech industry, but it's always interesting, like, learning about what's going on in the tech realm. Oh, speaking of weird computer stuff, you know what's funny? I saw that Nvidia announced, hey, because people can't afford all the cool new products, we're literally bringing back the RTX 3060 as like a budget option. I'm like, the GPU market is so cooked that they're like, yeah, we got to bring this back, fam. That's depressing, I think. It's incredibly depressing to think about that. Wouldn't you agree? That this is where we're at? Because the prices for parts are just so expensive that people can't afford it. Even like RAM. I look at RAM prices and I get sad. I'm like, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that right now because I currently have a PC. Obviously, like a nice gaming PC, but oh my goodness. People are cooked, I think. Okay, we haven't... Okay, so I think what we have to do is we might have to pause for... Why do I... Oh, I have a point here. I can assign a point. Okay. I think what we need to do is in November, we're going to pause development on Sodium Shield so we can develop some contract work because we're getting a little broke and we need a little bit of cash to kind of keep ourselves afloat. So we'll do these embedded systems ones and we'll pause. I think we can actually work on it side by side. Yeah, that's fine. So if they're not working on this, they can work on the other one. Just, again, some simple cash to kind of keep us fed. Where's my character? My character disappear? Where am I? Oh, I'm in class. I'm being educated right now. That's right. So that's fine. This will keep us afloat for like another month. I hope. I don't know why it's taking that long to develop this. There we go. Yes, I sent them to educate. Hear me out. Take the Arizona tea approach and they seem to have figured it out. So Arizona tea is so interesting because I actually do like their beverages, but I also understand that those things are sugar bombs. They're tasty. Oh my gosh. The Goldenrod wants an 18% salary raise? No, I'll give you like a 5%. I can't afford that much of a salary raise on you, buddy. You're not worth that much. We gotta give these people more work. Let's do embedded systems real quick. Because again, this thing's gonna take a little bit of time to develop because we actually don't have enough. We don't have 2 people who can handle the system specialization here, which is the rough part. You can see here that file scanner is a systems aspect, and I guess we just don't have enough people that can specialize in doing that. So at the very least, we can do these other miscellaneous jobs while that's being slammed out. Is there sugar-free Arizona tea? It's like my favorite flavor from Arizona is what do they call it? Mucho mango. Like that's like my favorite flavor, but that thing is so much sugar. It's so unhealthy. Well, that thing is broken. I do need to hire emergency IT support. All right, IT, I need you over here. Fix my computer, please. There we go. Get these other jobs slammed out. Just develop this now. Don't care about the iterations. A lot of these I don't really care for the iteration. I just need it done. I have a mod that's supposed to automate these contracts, but for whatever reason that automation thing isn't working too well. Okay, so we have 12 months to finish our product, okay? Keep that in mind. It is December 2002 is our time limit. We need to do another contract just to keep ourselves afloat. In the meanwhile, why don't we have Ray do this project? There we go. Okay, yeah, we didn't lose anyone yet. Oh, the OGT with that. I think I've had that one actually. They call it like diet, right? It's like the diet flavor. I've had it. It's not bad. It's just not my. Why is this Why is this broken again? I swear I turned around and then this like computer already broke again. That's insane. Okay, good. So at least I'm getting a little bit more cash. Embedded system is probably fine. We'll let the opposer do this one so we can hone in on your skills a little bit further. I don't know. I just don't like green tea that much, quite frankly. I'm just not a green tea person. I'm more of like a juice person, but I also understand that juice is not healthy, so I try to actually not drink it that much because I'm aware of its not good for you-ness. All right, slam that contract out. Come on. It's an embedded system, not that hard. All right, slam it out. Do some bug fixing. Perfect. Ooh, we could do a long-term contract in the background, although these do require a little bit more quality. It's kind of the issue. They want quality work now, and I'm like, ooh. Maybe I do need a separate team. Maybe if I have a separate team that's literally just a code monkey, maybe we could make that work financially if they just give them like the most bare bones of jobs. I think that might actually be fine. Because the contracts, if we can get like the really cheap contracts like this one. Oh, but they want great quality. Okay, some of these are getting like really expensive. I don't even provide any employee benefits. Like, look at this. We don't offer paid vacation. We don't have insurance. We don't have minimum raises. No severance pay. You get 1 vacation month. Actually, no, it is fully paid vacation. And I guess you get free food. But we're not giving anything else. We can't afford it. Yeah. We can't even research right now because it's just not worth it. People are already researching for systems upgrades. So it's kind of difficult. It's okay. We'll make it work. Okay, that's good. Let's do this generic website. Should be fine to at least get that slammed out. That's just all 2D things. Why did we pause this? Just slam these out. Just develop it. Don't care. I think I might need to hire another systems engineer. I think is the problem that I'm running into. I think I have to take out a loan. Like we're hanging on. I think we have to develop. I think this iteration we just have to develop it. Okay. So we already have. So the company's marketing team is actually keeping us alive. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a small loan. I'm just gonna commit everything to this product. I want $500,000 for the next 3 years should be fine. So now we're just coding. Right now the biggest issue is OS support. And we have one person here who's actually unable to program, which is really funny. Because the opposer has no programming skills. I'm so sorry. But I'm gonna make you a programmer now. So basically, it may not be your priority, but at the very least, we can give it to you. We'll give you a raise too. It's actually going pretty well with the development. We might actually be able to slam this out early. But yeah, it's basically all hands on deck for this project. If this can sell gangbusters, we'll be okay financially. Look at them go. This small, scrappy team of 4 people. You know what? Because I am such a benevolent employer, I will give you all a beautiful... let's see here. What's like a nice thing people like? Bookshelf. That gives you increases on your skills for some reason. And I will give you... this beautiful painting of a cat. Right here. So you'll always know what you're fighting for. And I don't know what else people care about in this day and age. A globe. How do you code? I don't know. I remember I learned how to code from playing Roblox, but that was like an eternity ago, and we don't talk about Roblox anymore because Roblox is very cursed. It was really funny because I know people who are like, their kids play Roblox, and they're always having to be like, oh yeah, you have to be really careful because that's where all the pedophiles are. I'm like, yeah, you better be careful. That's why you gotta make sure your kids aren't allowed to talk to strangers. You know, back in my day, we had this thing called stranger danger. It's not a thing anymore. Kids are just like, oh, I'm allowed to do whatever I want nowadays. Oh, it's like, you're gonna get... Oh, Sonny. You gotta be careful. Alright. I think we might be okay. I could probably increase your skill. You actually have a lot of skill points that I could probably dump into design work, but maybe not right now. Although it is tempting. We could give you networking, which is also not a bad idea. 535 followers, not a lot. Let's review the code. We'll do a quick code. Oh my gosh. I have to outsource this? Oh shoot. Yeah, okay, wait, let's do a nice code review. Okay, so creativity kind of sucks, but the general software is pretty good. Alright, I don't think we need to reiterate. I think we just keep committing. It is September, so time is running out to to send our product out to the market. I have to keep hiring IT staff because, good lord, this is getting a little ridiculous. I think I hired the wrong staff. Shoot. Alright, yeah. We may need to keep IT staff on hand at all times. Oh, the other thing too is once we sell this product, we're gonna have to start supporting it. All right, we're gonna promote it now. All right, we're in the beta phase. I hope we'll have enough people. We'll need to definitely hire another room full of basically the next room that we have to hire is all the phone call monkeys, the people that you'd be like, customer service representatives. That's what they're called. They have a name too. We'll put them on the other side. And customer service reps, they don't really need space, right? So we're gonna just give them the most bare bones amount of space that they could possibly need in order to function at their jobs. Which means, they can have these laptops. I will do one at a time. Yeah, we'll give them a laptop, and we'll give them a nice phone, and we'll give them a nice basic office chair. We'll give them a nice executive chair, I guess, because I do care about their ergonomics. Okay. So once the product is out in the market, I will then hire a customer service representative, because we'll need to make a new team for that as well. All right, time is running out. Oh, look at that. Look at how many followers we have. It's cranking. It's really grokking. Ooh, are we winning? We're trying our best to sell our product. No, we're basically McAfee right now. Yeah, we're basically McAfee, hoping that our product launches in 2 months because it launches in December. You peeked in, all you hear is followers and grok. No, come back. Hello, Alana, how are you? Don't worry, you're gonna be hired by our wonderful company too at some point. Okay, did we just release it? I think we released it next month, right? Yeah. Alright, that was the last of the bugs that we could solve. I guess I could have done crunch too, but I didn't want to do crunch time. Alright, here we go. We will release Sodium Shield on this day and hope it's enough, that we've earned enough money. Oh, I could add thrombos, you're right. Alright, I think we fixed basically every bug that we could fix, so I think we just commit. Alright, ready? Sodium Shield has been released. Okay, I think the UI broke. Okay, so 3, 4, 3. God, that's not too bad. Alright, so then I do need to set up a support team, so I will now hire a customer service representative. The lowest salary that I can afford. Who's the cheapest person I can afford here? Okay, we're gonna make a new team. Customer service. Who's the cheapest? Okay, you're fine. Just need one. Or do I need two? Maybe one is fine, right? I mean, they're really cheap. They only cost like $1,000 per month. Like, their annual salary is basically $12,000. Like, if anything, I'm the villain for not paying them nearly as much. For new antivirus war crimes. That's a good name for a AV. I wish I had thought about that. All right, let's give them a new job now. Let's just do a couple contract work to just try to earn some cash to maybe stem our bleeding. We'll do this embedded system job. Z-Pulse is actually very creative, unlike Ray right now. I'll have Ray do this one. And then we'll assign this one to customer service. Should be fine. All right. Let's do these jobs real fast just to earn a little bit of cash, right? And pray to God that we sold copies. All right, we sold actually a decent amount of copies. Wow, we sold $100,000 worth of the software. Oh, okay, we actually made money for once. Barely. Okay. And then our CS reps are dealing with all the phone calls right now. We only have 2,000 active users. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. We also don't have any marketing. We can also update the software. Oh, we also have to start patching the bugs, don't we? All right. Let's do a bug patch real quick. There we go. I know, we finally see green. Isn't it great? I love it. Look at that. We're dealing with the bugs like a good, proper corporation should be. Unlike modern companies that just release games in a terrible, barely playable state. And we're broke again. We sold 86,000. Like, this software's actually not making that much money. We probably should just make another software and pray to God it's going to be enough to make cash. Unless the next version... Unless, Okay, hold on. I just realized that these are not the correct spots. This should be customer service team here. And this should be core team here. Okay. Okay, develop this now. I don't really care the quality. It just needs to be slammed out so it can get paid. And we also got to do the bugs. Okay, so we'll do this version, then we'll do another bug fix. Can I take off this mustache now? I think I can, right? The mustache gets in the way of drinking soup. By the way, I know I mentioned this the other day, but I actually went to see a dentist, an oral surgeon today, about my funny little mouth problem. So I think next week, I'm going to go to the dentist or the oral surgeon and have them rip all 4 of my wisdom teeth out. So if I do it really early in the week, I am just probably not going to be able to stream for 2 days. FYI, I'm basically going to be a zombie. Because they said they want to put me down under, like, completely. So that means I am going to be under general anesthesia. And my mouth will also be, like, a disaster, so I wouldn't be able to talk very well. So just letting you know. Yeah. I figured it's I mean, to be fair, I do think it makes the most sense to do it that way. So I'm like, all right, sure. I'll do my best to survive. Oh, they're finding a lot of bugs, aren't they? my gosh, look at this version of Sodium Shield. All right. Get this embedded system slammed out. Finish that now. Okay, pretty good. We made $100,000, so now we are definitely making cash again. Let's keep doing these big jobs until we can figure out how we want to do a sequel for Sodium Shield. Should we just make a sequel now? I think we actually just update it to like version 2. Let's actually just update it to version 2. Let's use Heartstop 4, which seems to be the most recent thing that people are using. Shouldn't be too difficult to do a version 1.5. I need to just hire a IT staff that's just on call all the time. But yeah, it's really unfortunate, but like I said, I have to do it. And when they told me the cost, I was like, that's crazy. But I'm like, I also understand why this costs so much. So, like I said, if for whatever reason I'm not streaming next week, at least you know, or at least part of the days. I do plan on still streaming if I'm feeling okay. But I'm basically gonna have to eat soup. Like congee is gonna be my diet for a week. Which makes sense. I think it's perfectly reasonable and I understand why. Alright, I think we will start developing a next software. Let's do a sequel. Last 2 countries left. Ooh, nice! I did see that you were posting about progress earlier. So I'm glad to see that it's working well. Alright, we'll do Sodium Shield 2. And more or less just kind of... Ooh. What if we add password management? You know what? I think I want to add password management to our software. Or what if we do networking tools? Maybe networking tools aren't worth that much yet. Yeah, I think we'll do password management. We will need a 2D interface 2 specialist, which I think we do have. And I will require marketing and printing assistance again from our friends at Technobalis. And then... yeah, I think we just let's just get it started. We're still selling more copies, which is the crazy part. Twitch managers to talk about 2 Twitch managers might collab with each other. Ooh, okay, they're gonna collab while they stream the mod, is what I'm hearing. That'll be pretty interesting to see. Can I afford another employee now, or are we still too poor to afford more employees? We also need to update the software still with like more bugs being patched out. Our workers are just overburdened with like 15 different projects. Maybe I do have to hire another person. Maybe, so here we're missing someone 2D interface. Here it's OS, operating system specialist. Look at this. See, our main issue is we don't have enough designers for this, so... we lost $40,000. These are so expensive. I think iteration 3 will just commit. We're hanging on because we're selling enough copies of the software. In fact, we can probably see how much we've made off of it. There's 5,000 active users. So its profit is negative. We have lost nearly $500,000 on this product. Oh my god, it's so bad. But it's okay. Gotta finish this. Alright, I'm excited to see how it's gonna pan out. I know you said there's no custom focus trees yet, but that's fine. Let's do this job real fast. Yeah, we're gonna have to hire additional workers, I think. Oh my goodness, I am just going broke. We will have to take a loan. I mean, we did pay off a decent chunk of the loan. I can find where the loan button is. I mean, 22 months left, so we've gone through about a year of the loan remaining. I was hoping the first release was going to be a banger, and then we could just, you know, roll tide with all that cash, but it seems like that's not going to be really feasible. We can't get a bank loan either because we don't have the appropriate staff for it, I think, because I think you need, like, legal staff to help out with that type of thing. But I think this this embedded system contract should keep us going for a bit longer. I think we're just gonna finish it. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that gave us another 100,000, which keeps us fed for a bit longer. 4 months to do a... oh, that's production. I was hoping to speedrun this so that we could develop our own gaming system, but I'm not sure if that's feasible. This is embedded system contract. That's easy enough to make money. Let's give this to... Oh my gosh, Zeoposer's creativity is through the roof. All right. Let's give that to you. Let's also update the main software real quick. Our overworked programmers are working around the clock, working on 3 different projects. Good God, let's pause this one temporarily. I do need to hire additional people. Yes, we're actually on round 2. The first round went pretty roughly. How are you, Ranu? Good evening, comrade. Skip the day. We're losing users. We're losing users. That's fine. We're gonna release another version soon. Fix all those bugs. Okay, just send that version out. It's okay if you don't know how to program. Programming is... It's all a dream. You don't really need a program. All right, slam that out and we can start working on this Sodium Shield 2. Right now we're an antivirus company. Games are a little out of our wheelhouse just because they cost so much money to manufacture. And our first iteration did not really make as much cash as I was hoping. So right now we're basically just doing random contracts to hope that we can stay afloat for the time being. The Great Austrian has been difficult. In Vic 3, right? Are you having fun in Vic 3? As long as you're enjoying it, right? I do want to play some Vic 3 in the future on my own time, but it's not... People don't really like Vic 3, I think. I'm gonna educate Goldenrod, I think. Goldenrod, you're a programmer. We're gonna increase your ability to program systems. Should be good. Okay, and then... Zeoposer as a designer. We're going to increase your skill in... Honestly, probably systems is probably correct. That will take time. And then Ray will also educate in... I think we'll just give her 1 point in systems. So you two will not be available for 1 day. Which is fine. Can you just post your mod list? I'm kind of curious. Inadequate, but that gave us $100,000, which is fine. Alright, good. Another contract completed. More money. Keep us afloat. 7-month contract to develop a website with media quality to give us approximately $627,000. Sure. I think we can afford to do that. So Sodium Shield 2 takes 1 more year to send out. So I think we're okay to maybe have Zeoposer, who's a visionary, handle this. It's a very expensive contract, but I think we can do it. If I have to, I will put a pause on the Sodium Shield project temporarily. I think we can hire someone. We're gonna hire a new person. Alright, who are we hiring? We need a designer or a programmer or an artist. What do we have? Also, Ranu, wait, who wants to be a customer service representative? Who wants to suffer? Alright, this one will be Greywind. Okay, I guess post the most critical mod. I'm kind of curious. You're not a social person? Alright, that's fine. And then this one will be... Waha can be this one. What is this music? This is still Zelda Breath of the Wild. What in the world? Cafe LeBlanc coffee shop ambiance. Healing music from Korean games that captivates you when you first listen to it. I mean, I assume this is going to be primarily MapleStory. We actually do not have a dedicated artist. I actually do need to hire an artist. Alright, we're going to hire an artist who doubles as a designer. Who gets assigned to the core team. Okay, let's see who's worth it. I would prefer to have someone who has both design skill and artistic skill, but we might not be able to find someone of that type. In fact, we're not going to find anyone like that. I also enjoy MapleStory music. Yeah, all these kind of suck, actually. I think this one is fine. Ooh, they do cost a lot. Who's the cheapest one? Hypochondriac, nervous bladder, fast learner, and modest. I think you might be okay. Although I think I prefer someone with like 2D and 3D. So I think we'll do... Alright, Tara Woods. We'll hire you. You're fine. Alright, this one shall be named... Let's see, first of all, we're going to make sure you're primarily a artist with a secondary role in designing. Your actual name shall be... congrats, Ranu. You are now hired as an artist designer. I hope you will succeed. Oh, I need to get you a desk. Oh, I can make this really painful. Hold on, I can make this awful. Move this over here. Move the chair here. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, this is a terrible design for an office. I would hate to work here. What if we do like this? Ah, okay, maybe this is a little better. Maybe this is a little more bearable. Let's put this over here. Put that there. You're an artist primarily, so I'm gonna switch you to a... Because I don't want to rent a second room yet, so you're just kind of stuck in this room until I can afford to rent a second room. I'll give you an art tablet, though. We'll assign this specifically to you. And what else can I do to make this better? Here. You know what? Here, I'll give you a little bit of a divider. So you're not, like, gawking at your fellow neighbor's workspace, you know? A little bit of privacy. And... Oh, wait, this room needs lights. I need a light here. Here, a nice generic lamp is probably okay. Alright, there we go. Yeah, because unfortunately I haven't figured out like how I'm gonna set up these rooms. Because you can actually assign rooms specifically for groups and whatnot, but I have not done that yet. You can also like restrict, like this room is strictly for artists and whatnot. Is everyone on vacation? Where is everyone? And this really does sound like MapleStory music. I love MapleStory music, but it's been like... I would not touch MapleStory anymore. Oh, because I think Vacation... Oh, I see what's going on. So Vacation right now, the way we have it set up is, I think... Vacation is primarily in... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so... Everyone wants a raise. I think these raises are acceptable, so I'll take that. That's fine. As long as we can get these other projects completed, we do need to do another update to this. Can we update this like that? Let's update our software just a little bit until the newest version can come out. Very easy project to slam out, I would hope. There's a lot of bugs. All right. Yeah, I think that what's really killing us is the lack of designers, and like I said, we're making money. It's just not a lot of money. Basically, every big contract that we slam out usually kind of pay for most of our bills if we can get that taken care of. Oh, we got new furniture. Oh, we can do a quad screen computer? Wait, hold on. How much does this improve my productivity? How? Oh my goodness. Effectiveness goes up to max? Oh my goodness, the room boost of effectiveness is so high. Okay, wait, hold on. I don't need this anymore. No. My computer is now this abominable quad screens that actually doesn't even fit. Oh, it is an absolutely ergonomic nightmare. Like, look at this thing. It's horrible. Can we do a 3? This one might be better. Okay, like legitimately as someone who actually uses 3 monitors on my main screen here, it's not ideal. It's a bit of a disaster. Also, this room needs light. Oh, we can give it like that cool techie light. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's how you know it's cool. We'll even add a bed. We'll even add a bookshelf. An exec. Oh, that's a little big. Yeah, add a bookshelf. There we go. It's awful. It's terrible. I hate it. I love it. It's so terrible. The lead designer's not having to design... Oh, wait, no, it's because you should be assigned here. There we go. Much better. A bed? Do you live there now? Yes, I live here now. Exactly. You want 3 screens with 2? I like having 3 screens. Like, honestly, for me, it's just better for me as someone who's a bit of a power user. Is power user the right term, or am I just like a weird degenerate who just likes having multiple screens? Some people say I'm a degenerate. I'm not a degenerate. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'll quickly slam out another update for the software. Sodium Shield can just slam out another update. Perfect. I think what we need to do, we might need a second team that just handles the really garbage contracts. Instead of having them all done on the main team. Just like one person handle just coding contracts. I think we might have to do that. Because we need to have enough money to survive until October. We're already in March and we're running out of cash quickly. So it is something to keep in mind as we're approaching. I did see the mods that you listed. Chromie's AI, Timber to Steel, War Support. I need to look at the War Support mod. That one sounds kind of interesting. Alright, just send this in. Just start slamming the bugs out. I think iteration 2 might be fine. I don't know if we need iteration 3. Alright, start developing Sodium Shield 2. We gotta start slamming the code. It's gonna be a long project, comrades. We gotta make sure we can afford. And we should be able to submit this contract. And that should pay us a decent amount as well. I do think I need a second team. That's just strictly contract garbage. Oh my gosh, I got fined $20,000 for not doing my taxes. Fuck. Oh, Lord, that's not good. I forgot you have to pay taxes. Oh my god. It's so funny. Yeah, and I had to pay... Okay, so what did I lose money on? Okay, so annual bills, which I think is the rent. And then... So I had to pay taxes and then my tax penalty of $20,000. So the fiscal year begins in March is what I'm understanding. So that makes sense, right? Because most people usually file their stuff around March, April. So that makes sense. Okay. Also, I thought I put an investment in another company. Or was that in the previous run? I don't think there's no deals available to me, right? Okay. I might need to set up another server room. I know this is like the generic servers, but maybe I can lease out my own server area for the time being, wherever it's cheaper. And then maybe I can just rent out server space. That might just give us a little bit more... Oh my gosh, I just realized how broke I am. I hope... Yeah, I think the Owl Switch contract's gonna have to pay big. If we can't afford... That's gonna... Our entire company just hinges on that contract. Whether or not we will survive. I think I'm just gonna commit it. Screw it. Glitchy quality, but I made $600,000. Well, they paid me the remaining $400,000. I'll take it. It's fine. It keeps us afloat for a bit longer. So then I can take another... I think I'm just gonna take the fat contracts, honestly. These are... Even if I submit a, like, garbage quality, they still pay a lot of cash. So we'll take the next contract tomorrow. There we go. Let's do another contract. We can do this website for... Oh, we might not be able to do that one. I think we do the... Game Mass is a little rough. Website for 300,000 might be okay. We do have everything needed, including programmers and networks, so that might be okay. 5 months, we get 66,000 up front. Completed, we get the remaining 200,000. So I think that's fine. Yeah, I think we'll do this one. We'll have... Oh, look at... These are... Okay, look at Ray to do it. Let's see what Ray's quality is. So, yes, you do need service members to do that, but unfortunately, our service team is primarily focused on, well, keeping the software dealing with software calls. They're not really good at dealing with the other stuff. So that's why we're not really worried too much about that. Now, granted, I could probably make them do it, but if I take a look at that team... Speaking of which, I'm gonna change Waha's role to strictly be that they are really good at only doing customer support. They don't have law or accounting skill. Accounting is what will help you deal with taxes. The legal stuff is if you get like sued or something, which is something that I guess is simulated in the game. Waha wants a 1.5% raise at plus $16 a month. You know what, Waha? You can have that raise. That's fine with me. That's an acceptable raise. All right, and then we're just gonna start sending this contract out. I don't really care about iterating that much more. I just need the money. It's all about the big dollary dues. And if Sodium Shield 2 pops off, we can probably start to develop a game, if not start working on manufacturing. Maybe we'll pivot into manufacturing, who knows? There's a lot of people following this product, look at that. We'll do a code review soon. I don't want to promote it yet. We'll do code review once it's like 80%, I think is okay. All right, ready? Let's do a code review. $15,000, go. Come on. Ah, overall score 6.6%. We might need to reiterate this. Yeah, let's reiterate. Unfortunate that we have to do that, but you know, it will make the end product better and will get us more money in the end. All right, finish reiterating. So we're back in the alpha stage, and then we're gonna probably just promote the McBreezy Center Emporium contract, and we can probably submit that in the next month, and that should get us an extra $200,000, and that should be enough to keep us afloat again. I remember last time, the reason why we made so much money is I was running that one mod that lets us like develop movies, and the first thing we did was develop a movie, and then it just gave us like $3 million because apparently everyone wanted to watch our whack-ass screenplay, which made zero sense, but I was like, all right, I'm not gonna question it. But I remember that's exactly why the last run was so easy, because we were just literally shitting out money. And we're not doing that this time around. Like, we're actually doing this the right way. Oh, shoot, I just realized it's October. Oh, shoot, we don't have time. We basically have to spend all of October just doing bug fixing. Okay. Everyone already left, so I can't crunch time it, right? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna promote the product, and I am going to force crunched mode. It's crunch time, comrades. All right, here we go. We're gonna have to really hammer it in. Inhumane? No, 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 this is not inhumane. This is just what you have to do to survive. All right, this is what you have to do to live in these times. It's not easy. All right, we gotta do what we gotta do in order to succeed in the business. All right, we gotta do what it takes. And if we have to do crunch time, we will do crunch time. All right, I think we just have to commit now. Ready? All right. I don't unreleased press build. I don't care about the press build. I have to send this out. All right, that's a lot better. 3, 4, 5, so average of 4 stars. All right, I'm okay with that. That's pretty good. Oh, we actually sold a decent chunk. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll probably do one last update for our old version of the software, and then we're gonna terminate support for it. I think is how we'll do it. There's no point in supporting the old version anymore, right? It doesn't really make any sense. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna finish support, and then we're gonna... Okay, yeah, cancel support. We're now on version 2. Everyone's got to focus on version 2 now. Set this to update, and we're going to update to the modern tech level. And let's start preparing for the next project. So 2 choices. We can either work on Sodium Shield 3, or we can pivot to another industry. Perhaps we make video games now. Or we can go for maybe version 3. What are we thinking? Should we... We are recognized in the market. You need more books? I don't know how to help you with that. What if we make our own 2D editor, actually? It seems actually doable. Oh, that's gonna take too long. There's a lot of reach for this, but it's just too expensive for us to handle, even if I were to do advanced and try to auto-balance this. About a year to make our own 2D editor. Use binary to create 2D wires. You should read science fiction. That's what I read all the time. But I'm also a science fiction nerd, so... Or what if we just make our own operating system? Would that be worth it too? Let's see. What are the... we don't have our own editor. That's really the main thing. Oh, operating systems require 9 programmers? Alright, we're not making an OS anytime soon. We just can't afford that. Because we're already doing, we could just do one more version, or we could do... Audio tool, 3D editor management app. We could also make a console. The main problem is if we design a console, we need people to actually, like, you know, you can design a console, which is really funny. It's actually really cool because you can pick, like, the style that you want and, like, the colors, and you can just kind of adjust the shape of this thing. So, for example, if you really wanted to make a PS5, you could make a PS5. Just pick, like, white. Or you could just make it, like, I don't know, bubblegum pink. Like this. It's actually really cool, like, the options that you have available here. You can make it flat if you want. You can change the skew. You can make it a thick boy. Like, look at that beautiful thing. Alternatively, I could just make a phone, which is also an option for that. Oh, we could just go into manufacturing smartphones. Hello, Normar. Yeah, we're looking at making electronic devices. Oh my god, I miss these. I miss the design of these things. Oh, it even has an antenna. Wait, what if we're the first to market with an iPhone? Could we realistically slam out an iPhone before anyone else beats us to the market? The secondary color will be like I don't know, like this yellow tone. Ooh. Wait. I think early on you'd have like a crazy amount of bezels, right? Early phones have looked a lot like this. I think we've nearly paid it off, yeah. It would take about a year to design this thing, and the consumer reach is insanely high. But we could be first to market, which I think is what would matter. If you add vibration... So it would cost $155 to manufacture this, but we're only selling it for $125. That doesn't seem like we'd make money off of this. File encryption. Let's see. Notifications, themes, widgets, and unified search. So basically, oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, we don't have the recommended. We would need to hire a lot more programmers to develop this product at this price point. But what if we don't do 3D rendering? Because the technology for 3D rendering is just, like, maybe not there yet. So, I think if we just don't do 3D rendering... The other thing, too, is we'll have to manufacture this thing, which is, like, the really crazy part. And I think if we just tack... Okay, so file encryption... Okay, hold on. Let me think. If we lower the tech level down... Device Go Burr is probably correct. Okay, let's think. So right now the manufacturing cost is $155 and we would get $221 per unit, which gives us a return of about, what is that, about like $70-ish, $65, with an expected interest of 48%. So assuming the reach is 50, so theoretical sales is about 70 million. We would probably not be able to sell that many. We'd probably end up selling like, that's really tough. The thing is, I would need a publisher to because we have to manufacture. We'd also have to manufacture this ourselves. So we would need to set up the manufacturing capability to develop this thing. So the manufacturing chain is screen. We need 2 screen printers, 1 vibration printer, 1 controller printer, 4 plastic printers, 1 case assembler. So you can make about 4 phones every 16 minutes. This is probably like a later thing. Yeah, the more I think about it, like, this just seems not feasible right now. Maybe it's just easier to make a simple OS. Make our own operating system, but even then that's super expensive. Because we don't have enough programmers. I think we need to hire more programmers, honestly. I think that's what we're kind of lacking. Let's just do Sodium Shield 2 for a little bit longer, but I'm going to hire a new programmer. So let's lease the other room now that we've sold our first software. We're going to move all the artists over here. And then I'm just going to more or less copy this one, dump it over here. This room is going to be for... I guess right now this is programmers, right? This one, okay, let's just restrict this one artists. I think that should be fine for now. Let's hire someone. We could make a visual novel. Yeah, why don't we try making our first visual novel? Let's hire a programmer who's also a designer is probably okay. Okay. Let's see which one of these folks is competent enough that I'm not gonna hate them. Okay, you have systems. What do I need? Subgenre is probably okay. This one gets me access to. This one doesn't have any. These. Oh, okay. Hold on. Simone Hale has systems design as well as systems programming, which is this is the stuff we're primarily working with. So I think this is okay. She's fine. And then let's just stick with that for now. All right, who wants to be this person who we just hired? Who is primarily a programmer with a bit of design work. Who does not have a character right now? We have Ray, right? We already have the Ray character, so we don't need Ray. Oh, you're not sure, Xanth. You can be this person. Congratulations. You're a pessimistic yet generous individual who is now a code monkey. We could create Umineko, that's true too. Let's update Sodium Shield 2 first and see how this pans out. Maybe we sell more copies. So the whole day is just them dealing and fielding customer service calls. Oh, look, we're still selling copies. Good. Okay, so everyone wants a raise. That's fine. Okay, so we just got to handle these remaining bugs. Come on. Okay, I'm just gonna send this out. Next is we're gonna start a new project. We're gonna quickly do a embedded systems project because this one seems website. I'll do embedded system. This one should probably get us a lot of cash. All right, start slamming that one out. Concord. Oh my god. Does anyone? Can you even play Concord like at all? Like, has someone ever made like a what do you want to call it? Like a private server for that thing, or is it just completely gone forever and ever and ever, and no one will ever be able to play Concord for the rest of their life? Oh my gosh, I have 3 months to file a tax report. I'm gonna owe $100,000 in taxes. Oh lord, I do need to hire an accounting team. All right, fine, I'll hire an accounting. All right, I think what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna for now, and then I'm gonna need to hire an accountant. service. I would like an accountant. Don't need anything else. That's fine. Begin looking. We're gonna make a new team. We're gonna call this accountants. Accounting. As an accountant, I know what a good accountant looks like, and it's not someone who's on your screen who's wearing a swimsuit. Let's see here. Some of these people actually are dual skilled, like they can do accounting and other stuff, but most of these aren't very good. So let's see who's the cheapest. Oh my gosh, the cheapest is 3,000. Accountant making $3,000 a month is so bad. Just pointing that out. 3,000 times 12 is $36,000. We're paying them peanuts. Although I guess in $2,005, that's actually a lot, isn't it? Conqueror's Ultra Dead, CD and everything. Sony destroyed everything. Burned a $200 million investment into ashes. That sucks. I think that, like, I mean, we mentioned this when we were talking about the, what was the thing that happened the other day? The Game Awards, but people are quite frankly just tired of, people are just tired of... Oh shoot, there's a burglar on scene. I don't have security. This man's gonna steal my stuff. You gotta be kidding me. No! What is he stealing? Oh my gosh, he's stealing all the computers. He stole all the computers! Oh my god. Okay, well, it only costs $3,000 to get it all back. That sucks, though. Alright, let's get that accountant working. Okay, is this the accountant I hired? That's IT. That's clean. Where's my accountant? Oh, you know what? I think I know what's going on. I think I signed this room specifically for them. Okay, so these two can be there now. Should be allowed to work on that laptop. And I forgot. So in order to actually get your taxes done, you actually have to request that your accounting team actually starts doing accounting work. So we'll see how much of that we can fill out. But yeah, I think people just don't want... People are just sick and tired of, like, dealing with that genre of game. And quite frankly, I'm of the same opinion. Like, why do we still need more hero shooters? I get why it's popular, don't get me wrong, but I think it's dumb. Where's all of my employees? Did they leave for the day? Are they on vacation? They might have actually gone on vacation. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Goldenrod is sick. Oh my gosh, I think keep hiring IT to keep fixing all these darn computers. Someone keeps breaking all their computers and it's becoming a bit of an issue, isn't it? Yeah, we're making money. We're actually net positive right now, which is good. And we have a singular accountant who's being heavily overworked in order to ensure... Oh my gosh, our customer service reps are not having a good time. What's this? Okay, so I think I do need to hire... Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this room. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna change this so this one does not have accounting. This customer service is here. And we're gonna put all the customer service people, or the accounting team, in this room here. And then this room can be a pass-through room, and that should be fine. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this... Hello there, Boomba Unga Bunga. Indeed, how was your stream, comrade? What are you actually playing? Kinda curious. Anyone who raids, I'm always curious what you're playing. But how was the Unga Bunga? Did you enjoy your Bunga time? Twitch, please tell me what dear comrade was streaming. Special events. Oh, that was last year. Is it? Is your VODs not auto-saved? Oh, I guess your VODs aren't auto-saved. Oh, Tales of Symphonia. Ooh. I've not played the Tales games myself, but I do understand they're very popular. Hopefully you had fun with it. Welcome to our little slice of hell. I'm playing a little bit of a software company game. Where I am trying to develop a game company, but unfortunately we keep running out of money, so I have to keep developing boring things like antivirus software. So that's kind of where we're at, but hopefully your stream was fun. Let me just do the shout out real quick, since I think everyone... Legend of Boom. I think everyone else went to bed. But also, hello there, Raider Thorn Hexaray. I think that's how your name is pronounced. But if you want to be an employee, let me know, because we're always hiring more victims to join our wonderful company as we try to deal with all the different bugs and other issues that our software is running into. Oh my goodness, that's going really bad. We might have actually missed some of... We might need to hire more support staff, actually. Yeah, I think this software is actually so popular that I need to hire like 2 more workers here, and I do need to move this one to be like a calculator for the accountant. Like that. But anyways, I appreciate the raid very much. I hope your stream was fun and enjoyable, and maybe you and other people who are there can come in and just join and relax the fun time and enjoy the fun times of watching me pretend like I know what I'm doing. Okay, so we're just gonna hire the cheapest people that I can afford. I do not care about the customer service people. Skills don't matter that much, I think, right now. I just need someone who can work. Okay, there we go. And our accountant's also working around the clock too, so that should get all of our bugs figured out due to noise. You are an artist. Ranu is tired of the noise, but you have your own room. What do you mean? This is literally your person. Oh wait, what do you mean? Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so you are customer service. You are customer service. Okay, and then that's fine. All right. So how about this? Why don't we assign the accountant to be Boomba here, who will bunga our taxes into oblivion. And the beautiful raiders who just came in, I will assign you to be customer service representatives. I hope you like talking to people, because what just happened? What? What did I do? Hello? Software Inc. UI disappeared? Okay, so people say if I use... So Alt Enter is not going to do it. What just happened? Time's not passing by. Did I press a button? What did I do? I don't know what I did. I think I entered like a photo mode. Software Inc. photo mode. What did I... I think I have to reboot the game. Now there is autosave, thank God, I hope, but I think I might have broke something really bad. Shoot, I don't know what I did wrong. There shouldn't be a hide UI key, but I'm just gonna close the game. Just reboot it. Try this again. This is literally MapleStory music, isn't it? Alt Enter didn't do anything. I tried it. Was not successful. Please load. Please autosave work. Okay. Article Gaming Corporation, March 2005, with 9 employees. Looks like this should be fine. Okay, okay, good. Thank goodness. What did I press? None of these would have done it. Oh, H? Oh my god, it was H. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, okay. Well, at least we know what's going on, question mark. Okay, we gotta get these other jobs done though. I think I have to fix all of this work orders. So I think we might have lost like 1 day. Let me double check that. Yeah, so we did lose 1 day. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna rename this to Legend of Boomba. who is our accountant, and I'm going to hire 2 fresh bodies to be customer support representatives. And we're just going to hire whoever's the cheapest people I can afford, because I don't really care. So we'll hire you. And we'll hire you, and then we're going to finish that update. And then we're going to rename those fine people after the raiders who have joined us. Change your role, auto roll. Details, your name is now Thorn Hexaray. Which I don't know if the name went through. Okay, it did. Perfect. And then we're going to grab the next one. And their name shall be Diz Slime. There we go. Now I'm going to pray this works out and we're not going to run into any more issues. We do need to update Sodium Shield 2 again while we try to do this embedded system, which will pay us a fat stack of cash. And then we can start developing our next project. So the question is, what do we want to develop? We can develop Sodium Shield 3, or we can build a game. Let's try pivoting into games. Why don't we try making a game, shall we? I think we can afford to make a very basic. Okay, so we will need a subgenre programmer. That's fine. So why don't we make a role-playing game? Okay, so I need to hire a specific programmer that it wants me to hire, or I have to teach someone that skill. All right, maybe we don't do it yet. Why don't we do subgenre education here, and then Goldenrod, I'm also going to teach you subgenre education, and then Zeoposer, we're going to teach you subgenre education and programming. Ray, we're going to teach subgenre programming. So now this should allow us to start developing games soon. Or we could also buy an IP. That is an option. How's our tax working, by the way? Well, our tax accountant is... Well, they're having a fun time. God, I owe $114,000 for taxes. Oh my goodness, I lost so much money because of the taxes. That's fine. We're not broke. Oh, we did miss a bunch of bugs, though, because we didn't have enough support staff. So hopefully with 4 support staff, we should be able to rip through this. Look at that queue. I started ripping through the bug queue. Alright, promote this one. Okay, so hopefully we're not going to miss any more bug tickets, because we do not have the money from sales anymore. I think we got to work on 3. Let's just do Sodium Shield 3, and I think after that point we should be in a good enough position where we don't have to keep making the same stupid software. So let's do this. We're gonna do... Okay, so we gotta make a subscription. Okay, details. Yeah, you can see our sales have dropped significantly, which is fine because it's not a, you know, not the best thing, but we can at least order a sequel to be produced. It's also on 3 different OSs, which is nice. Most of the expenses were on marketing, so the public, and we did lose a lot to the publisher, but obviously the publisher is helping us get the reach that we need. Alright, Sodium Shield 2, I would like to make a sequel. Mostly keep the same thing, but in this version... Oh, I don't need any of this stuff. We can literally just make a 3rd version and it'd be fine. Oh, we could make it subscription-based. Could give it networking too. If I do networked version, it would cost a lot less. The reach is a lot lower because I think the OS that it would be targeted would not be... Yeah, okay, so that's probably fine because it would hit all 3 of these because we're using ArtStop 2 to hit all 3 of these. I could probably add another one if I wanted to, but I don't think any of these OSs hit that many. Maybe the Pulse Slim, GNet M Quantum. We could do Squirrel Stop as an OS also, but I think it's so old it's probably not worth it. And we should just focus on Pulse Slim because we don't have our own OS yet. We're not Microsoft, right? So I think we just do this for now. All right, we'll hire another publisher again for printing and marketing because I can't afford it myself. So we'll just keep doing Technoballast because they've been pretty nice to us so far, and I'm okay to keep my professional relationship with this corporation ongoing. Let's keep doing that for now. And at the same time, we'll continue to support our... Wait. Oh, shoot. I forgot to press the accept button, didn't I? Oh, shoot. Okay, so I did not actually start development. I think I know what happened. I must have mispressed the button. Okay, so make sequel. Basically, same exact thing. We'll hire Technoballast to be that, and then I think we're good to go. We don't really need any of these other options, so just begin to develop it, and let's pray. Okay, we'll look at the advanced window. Is there anything else I want to do here? I mean, a subscription-based model is not bad, but I don't think we need a subscription-based model right now. Let's just focus on getting this product slammed out, and I think we'll be good to go from there. Actually, with this many workers, could I take... I wouldn't mind taking a deal where I handle customer service for some corporations. I just don't remember how that works. We're actually... Yes, we are hemorrhaging money, kind of. But we are able to, like, at least recover. Like, for example, hey, look, I finished this one. This contract has been fulfilled for $700,000. Look how much money I just made. We're going to do that again. We're just going to keep doing the fattest contracts that I can find. Logistics application. Easy money. We'll have, guess we found Ray's creativity cap. We'll have Ray handle this one. We're not playing horse game. We are never streaming horse game on stream. I don't know why this keeps being brought up. I will never stream the Haunts game on stream. I'm sorry. You can commit financial fraud. That's not even a joke. I wish I was joking, but legitimately, you can set up an offshore account, purchase precious metals. So basically, your taxes, you can use the money, buy precious metals, then you can put that money into an offshore account, and then you can use that to DDoS your competitors, or go buy things off the black market, or do corporate espionage to steal their technology. There's so much stupid things you can do in this. It's so funny. Oh, how is TI? I know, I think Flaming usually plays it. I've not played it myself. But as a guess, as long as you're having fun, more power to you. The capital's got Canada. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh my gosh, Oliver. I need to hire... We're gonna hire a generic maintenance staff now. I think we've actually made enough money that I can afford to have staff on hand at all times, and we should be okay. Look at our sodium shield stuff is going through. Let's also update this real fast. Update the 2D aesthetic. It's fine. Let's get that slammed out. Easy work. No, I think people wanted me to play Uma Musume, but I just don't want to play Uma. Like, I played it for a little bit, and my conclusion is that it's fun to play on your own time, especially if you like cute anime horse girls, but it's not really worth streaming. I don't really know why people like streaming that game so much, but it's not for me. It ain't for me, fam. I actually have a lot of time to develop this project. What noise? Why are you complaining about noise? Ranu complains about noise even though there's only one person in this room. Oh shoot, I forgot I have crunch time still enabled. Maybe we're not on crunch time anymore. Let's turn that off real quick. Whoopsies. I mean, it probably is more of a background thing, but like I said, I don't want to touch it. It's not for me. Okay, let's turn off crunch time, and why don't we fix up these rooms to maybe minimize the noise that's affecting them? I think if you just add like sound panels or something along those lines, we should be able to minimize the noise complaints. Usually that does do exactly that. So why don't we add... Yeah, let's add this acoustic diamond panel. That's kind of cool. I have no idea why I can't get this on the wall. All right, how about this? Why don't we add... Oh, you know what? Hold on. Oh, I can do this. I don't like how that looks. Oh, wait, I know. We can just add headphones. Okay, never mind. Let's do... Let's do generic acoustic foam. As an artist, I think that's the type of thing that you would want in your workspace. Couldn't just buy the 3-hour dailies. I mean, that's understandable too, right? Like, that stuff does eat up a lot of time. This actually doesn't look that bad. I kind of like how this looks. I have friends who still play Grand Blue Fantasy, and every time I talk about, like, Guild Wars or whatever it is, I'm like, I don't know how you people, like, keep doing this on a regular basis. I remember, like, there's all the memes of, like, I would like to remind everyone that you're not allowed to be in a relationship because being in a relationship means you are not focused on Guild Wars. And as we all know, not paying attention to Guild Wars means you're not helping your family. It's, like, some of the most insane stuff I've ever read, but it's so funny every time I think about it. Okay. Let's finish those bugs. I think we're not going to sell any more Sodium Shield 2, so we might need to deal with that. Okay, complaints are still... People are still dealing with complaints. They're unhappy. They're so stressed out. We need to find a way to de-stress them. Maybe we need a break room. Yeah, maybe we need a break room. I mean, there's a small canteen lounge here. It's not ours, but it is part of the building that is usable. But for now, they're going to be very unhappy for the time being. I think we'll just slam this out. Okay, get that code out. We'll at least try to get this next software out, and that should get us. I think what we're going to do is we're going to hire a second team. So the second team goal will be to handle bug fixes on old current software and also do bare bones contracts. So something simple like that, or we go into manufacturing and start developing like embedded assets like this. We can start printing things. Because if we do that though, we have to rent out the manufacturing plant $6,000 a month, and I need to figure out how I'm actually going to manufacture things and get it delivered. Because I have no idea where the loading bay is on this thing. I don't think there's a loading bay on this. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Yeah, there's no loading bay on this. Unless the loading bay is somewhere else, and I'm crazy. Why don't we actually rent this room out, and we're gonna build. I would like to build another server room. Better server, more modern servers for a more sophisticated age. One that we can run all of our glorious AI models on, or something. I don't know. That's right. We're gonna be running our Gen AI. I can't even say that seriously. I can't even make myself say that. Oh my god, that thing is huge. It's not as expensive as I thought it was gonna be. $25,000 is really pricey though. Oh my god, that thing is... Okay, wait, so hold on. So comparatively, this thing has 50 megabits per second. This thing has 50 gigabits per second. I don't think we actually need... I don't think I can justify that. Let's get the smaller one for now. Let's get the smaller one for now. I think we don't need the really big one yet. Okay. It's for... I don't want to do future expansion right now. Oh my god, I can change the color of this thing? Oh my gosh. It doesn't have to be black. We could make it, like pure white, like I don't know, some kind of Apple product. Ooh, wait, that's kind of sick, actually. Hold on. Ooh, that is like kind of Mac-ish. Oh, we could make it pink. You're right. Hold on. All right, I have an idea. This is the... I don't know what Ray's like pink hex code is. That's close enough, I think. All right. Can I name the server? I can. How do I name the server? Okay, here we go. We'll give it like a nice pink tone. What are we calling this? Okay, move it to this Move it to the new server. I would like to rename it. Okay, maybe I'm not allowed to rename the servers. I guess it's just... Oh, here we go. We're gonna name this the Bun... in honor of one of Ray's old D&D characters, Sir Bun Bun. Sir Bun Bun. I think it's a fine name. That thing is gonna be perfectly fine. Now I need to actually see if I can rent out some of that space, which would be ideal. I need a Oh, you know what I need? Okay, so what we need is we need a receptionist. So I believe this is a reception desk. I think as long as I hire a receptionist, we can start getting deals. So I will hire a receptionist now. Yeah, let's hire a receptionist and see how well that pans out. We are burning through cash again, but that's fine. We knew this was going to be the case as we try to continue developing our software. At least expand this out a little bit. Ooh. Look at how rough that is. That's fine. I think we're basically done with Sodium Shield 2. It's not really going to make us any more money, but really the main benefit is that it does get us more market recognition as we try to continue to develop other products. I think that's fine. It's a little rough, but it'll work. I think right now our biggest issue is that this designing iteration system is going really slow for our main product because we're so focused on trying to get this thing done, and everyone's still really sad about having to go crunch time. Look, their effectiveness is basically 13%. I have no idea why. I don't know how to make them less unhappy. Why is your effectiveness so down? Because they're still recovering from the crunch. Yeah, so make sure your workers aren't crunching all the time. Oh, here we go. So now that I have... Oh, okay, so I can take print jobs, but I don't have a printer. Yeah, the year-long crunch. They need development help. I don't like any of these. The main problem is, like, look at this. Look at some of these. Like, this one is like, okay. If I had a printer, I could help them print their product, but I don't have a printer that can handle that much printing, right? Now, granted, we could probably set it up. There is a manufacturing hub here. I just don't know where the products would get outputted to, as normally you would have to build a delivery room, but I am not seeing that as an option, which is of grave concern to me, unless I'm allowed to put it wherever I want. Yeah, see, these are like landlords only for the garage ports. And as you might have noticed, there's not exactly a garage port here for some unholy reason. So even if I were to develop products, I have zero way of actually yeeting it out into somewhere else. Unless I'm missing something and there's an actual manufacturing area that I just didn't spot. I don't think that's the case, though. I could lease the land. I guess that's an option, too. But, this is why building your own building usually works a little better, but we're not doing that this time around. All right. I hope that soon they will... Yeah, so they're still recovering from the crunch. It's going to take a while for that to recover. That's going to be really rough. Especially since this product has to go out soon. If we're lucky, maybe we can finish this in the next month, and then we'll just try to send it out with the bugs and pray to God that it's enough. Right, I need to use the restroom because I've been like yapping nonstop for like 3 hours now, so I will let you, I don't know. Let's get to the next month and you can gawk at this while I... Oh, you know what we need to do? Hold on. I think it's time to set up the secondary team. We need to set up the secondary team, who will be located back here. I think this is a good spot for the second team. Okay, so basically, I just need a bunch of coders. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this entire setup here, copy it over here, and we're going to set this up as... we're going to make a new team. We're going to call this... let's see. I'm going to call this team... Something that starts with an A. Team Apple. Okay, never mind. That's too close to like the actual food name, the actual company. We're gonna name this Team Aquamarine. And let's give them a nice bluish tone. And then their vacation can be whenever. That's fine. But again, everyone their work day has to also be from 7 to 5. And then we're gonna start hiring for this team. No, so the main team will remain at 7 like that time, but it's the customer support staff can go back. They can go home early. They're not as necessary. Okay, so I want programmers that are also designers. We assign to their team Aquamarine. Whoever's the cheapest that doesn't suck completely. If they got both skills, that'd be ideal, but if not, that's fine. We'll work with it. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so like this one has system design, but no system coding, which is really awkward. I don't think we're gonna find anyone that fits our needs is the issue. Let's try this again. Let's do a search, but I do need higher quality. No, screw it. We'll just go with the monkeys, the code monkeys. This one is fine. And then what is this music? What is this? Oh, this is the Maple Story? All right, we need another OST. Let's listen to I don't think I want to do Endless Space. Endless Space is too... We've done that a lot. What's another good game with a good OST? Company of Heroes? Maybe Company of Heroes. Company of Heroes 2 OST. I miss Company of Heroes 2. I played Company of Heroes 3, but honestly, I think Company of Heroes 2 just kind of blows 3 out still in terms of core game mechanics, which is really sad. Let's do this one. This should be fine. Get real in like military marches, I guess, while we're doing this. But I remember Company of Heroes 2 had like a lot of people getting mad at it because one of the biggest things about it was it was too much enemy at the gates-ish, is my understanding, because of the whole, oh, the Soviets are shooting their own soldiers, a real thing that happened, but people were like, this is not, it's too mean or something, like something stupid, and I was like, y'all need to stop complaining. It's a game. I also need to manage these employees. So this is real quick. So auto roll. Okay, so you're also going to be part designer, and then you're also going to be part designer because I need designers anyways. All right, we're going to name these. Who needs a character? Congratulations, Comrade Sonia. You are now part of the brand new team that just got developed. And then this one shall be assigned to Comrade Infidave. Congratulations. You are now a slave to the corporate overlords. Good luck. There we go. That should be fine. I'm gonna let the game run. Everyone wants raises. I think most of these are fine and acceptable. Sure. Okay. So we're gonna let the game run a little bit until everyone's inside, and then I'm just gonna let you gawk at this while I use the restroom. I will be right back. I pray that we can get that logistics application out. The more I think about it, we really are that garbage, like, code monkey farm that outputs the literal worst products ever known to man, because apparently that's all we're able and capable of doing, which is a little tragic, but hey, you know what? That's the business, baby! We're gonna just promote this and just hope to God we can fix enough bugs. I don't think we can take any jobs for a while, because I think everyone's work is just so bad. We're just gonna submit it. Alright, inadequate quality, but they still gave us 400. They still gave us a chunk of cash. So I'm not gonna complain. As long as the contracts get done. I mean, our reputation's kind of janky, but that's okay. We've been playing in-game for 5 years. I think that's a pretty good amount of money to be earning. You want a 1% raise? Sure thing, Infidave. You have earned yourself your 1% pity raise. Don't spend it all in one place, comrade, or else you're gonna not have fun times. All right, let's go see if we can get the new team to at least slam out some product. Okay, so that's fine. Just see if we can get Team Aquamarine to maybe slam that out. I'm not sure if they're able to do it, but we'll find out. Right? I do like this type of game because, again, I like economy games, but I've always wondered if people enjoy watching this type of stuff. I hope at least some of you do like it because, like I said, for me, I find it fun. Okay, let's see if we can get a deal. Oh, here we go. We're gonna start hosting people's products because they will pay me some amount of cash, and we're just gonna dump it on Sir Bun Bun because that thing just can support it. And as long as they, and actually, what we can also do is we will help support other. Oh, geez, expires. $22,000 a month for dealing with other people's support products is actually fine. $57,000 a month to give support, customer service for this product. What's the catch? Is it like millions of people? Maybe that's too much. Maybe we have to start small. I kind of want to start small with this type of contract just in case it's a little much. Let's start with this one. This one should be fine. 97,000 active users is that's, I think, bearable, right? Yeah, so at least we can, as long as we can make like a steady income of cash with that contract or that that deal, that's probably fine. It helps stem the bleeding, especially the hosting ones are easy. Okay, let's assign Team Aquamarine here too. Why did the music stop? Oh, it's just really quiet. 20. Yes, so they want like a 20-year contract. I'm like, I don't think we're gonna do a 20-year contract. That's a little long, wouldn't you agree? So, oh yeah, you can see here, like, look at all those customer tickets that are just coming in. We may not be able. We might actually need a bigger. We're gonna need to hire more customer support staff. It's fine. We're doing it for the money. Totally worth it. Just hire more customer service. All right, there we go. Just slam those out and then just keep slamming out 1, 2. What is there complaining about here? A lot of computers, overcrowded rooms can distract employees. Well, you know what? That's fine. We'll try to make it at least quieter and maybe give them a light. Let's give them a nice triangle. Actually, no. Let's give them the most painful light possible. One of these. And one of these. And you know what? I think they've earned themselves a plant. They've earned a nice little big plant here. And to really hone in on the fact that they're stuck here, we're gonna just put some sound dampening boards. You know, just kind of make them remember, like, hey, you gotta be quiet. People work in here. And then what else do people want here? We can get them like a small rug. They can have they can have this wall painting of a plant or something. Yeah, this looks terrible. This looks fairly dystopian. All right, let's hire customer service staff. Support, don't need anything else. Low, okay. Just dump them in customer service. We're gonna grab whoever's the cheapest people because I really don't care. It's just customer service. All right, 3 should be fine, and that should be enough to at least fulfill our needs. Because yeah, we gotta make sure the satisfaction is at least 100%. Oh yeah, see, they're complaining that it's too loud in the room. Oh yeah. Too loud. Too loud in here, I guess. Oh geez, yeah, you can see that they're already struggling here. That's fine. Change your role. You are strictly that, and you're strictly that. I wonder if I can find another way to at least minimize the noise. Oh, we gotta name them. All right. Who wants to be customer service? Let's see. Who doesn't have a customer service character yet? Or who doesn't have a character? Normar can be one. Normar, I don't know where your numbers are, but that's fine. Can be a customer service representative. And then I guess we'll just leave the other ones for now until I can come up with a name. Okay, so once we're done with iteration 2 on Sodium Shield 3, we're just gonna start developing it. Because we gotta start slamming that out. We have a limited amount of time to get it done. It's fine, just patch the bugs there. I will say that, like, someone who does like technology, a game like this does appeal to me because it's like, oh, I can learn. Oh my goodness, I had to pay taxes. Okay. Always the taxes that get me in the end. I actually don't know how much I'm making off of these. So hold on, I'm getting 93 cents per 600 per hour, so that's what, 650? No, that's probably more like 600 per hour times 24. Okay, I mean, that's a decent amount for just hosting some stuff. But yeah, you can see that, like, the sheer amount of, like, customer service calls that have to be fielded in order to handle this contract is insane. I think Sodium Shield 3 will probably make a lot of money and will probably be okay. It's just really, is this enough? So we burn about 30,000 per month, assuming no other changes. So we probably do need to take additional contracts. I think we can afford to take a support contract, another support contract. Maybe this small one for Renderscape is fine. Per month. Let's do Squirrel Stop. I think maybe the Squirrel Stop might be worth it. Yeah, let's just, our customer service team, they're gonna have to really try their hardest, because if they don't, we're screwed. Actually, yeah, they're doing a pretty good job of it, actually. They're ripping through the tickets. Okay, that's fine. Let's upgrade, let's do, hold on, we're gonna tap core team. We'll do one more major update for... We'll do one more major update for Sodium Shield 2, and then once 3 releases, we're gonna pivot into the real big things, the games. That's what the people want. The people want games. What are the new deals? Design, development, anything for hosting? Nope. Okay. Actually, yeah, we're making decent. We legitimately just make enough money off of. Wow, you could actually just play this game by running a call center. Like, based on how much money I'm making from just having the support team handle tickets, I could legitimately just run I could just actually just run a call center. An outsourced call center. Oh my god, that's so cursed. Alright, we're done making updates for this. I guess we'll just keep support for it for now. Let's do a code review. Everyone's favorite part. Alright, what are they gonna say about our product? Can we iterate one more time? It's June. If we iterate, we'd have July, August, September, October. I guess we can iterate one more time and it should be okay. It's a little risky to iterate, but it should be fine. 1 month for this type of thing and we should be okay. So finish the iteration and then we should be fine. Oh my goodness, all of our... Okay, so we gotta adjust our customer service representatives real fast. I forgot that their entire team takes their vacation within these 2-month period. No, do it allowed in any month is fine. And then same with customer service, just do it like whenever you want. I don't want it to be specific because I just had most of my customer service team disappear. I have one person working right now. Legitimately, I'm considering just making another call center. Just do a lot of call centers, and that should be... You could make a lot of money just by having that operating, because we're about to miss all of this. Yeah. That's fine. They couldn't keep up with support because too many people went on vacation, but now, since most people should be back on vacation from vacation, we should be fine. Or not. Maybe this is not enough. Okay, yeah, I think we gotta hire more people. Oh my goodness. I'm watching those missed tickets just slowly creep up. It's pretty bad. Yeah, the satisfaction is getting really low too. Maybe we do need to hire another. I'm just gonna hire the next room. Alright, I'm just gonna more or less copy this entire setup here. And then just do the same exact thing. Just copy it. And just see if that's enough. Take the plant too, yeah. Put the plant in there. And let's hire a few more customer service victims. Alright, you... whoever's got decent compatibility is fine, and then whoever's got a lot lower salaries is fine. Alright, that should be fine. We may need to hire an HR representative for them as well, but that's a different problem. I never really thought about doing it like this, but this is so funny to think about. Like, you can actually just make money by being a call center. Look at that. Look at all those people working. If we can just get the satisfaction up again by ripping through the tickets, that'd be great. There are, unfortunately, way too many tickets, and I don't know if we can rip through them as fast as I think I can, but we're gonna try. Okay, we've managed to at least recover. Maybe we need to set up like an overnight team. I lost money because why? Oh shoot, we gotta promote this. All right, we gotta start dealing with the bugs on Sodium Shield. Why did I lose money? Construction, repairs. We got enough from the deals. What did I actually lose money from? Oh, because I just hired a giant stack of employees. That's right. Yeah, I might have to... I'm gonna increase their hours just a little bit. Just a little bit longer, you know, just a little. All right, and then the final update for Sodium Shield coming out. Yeah, hiring people costs money. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, they're trying their best to work, but... Oh, right, hold on, we gotta change the rules too. I only want them to do this specific thing. While we're at it, can we, Okay, so we're gonna auto-roll you. I don't think anyone wants to be one of these people, so that's fine. Maybe we need to hire another artist soon. Well, hopefully the bug fixing can start getting slammed out. We'll also assign Aquamarine to this project. Love me, Dad. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that I could be the father that you could never have. I hope that I was able to be of great emotional support. Okay, I don't know if this is not enough customer service reps. Do I actually need to hire more customer service representatives? I think I actually have to hire more customer service representatives. This is actually just not enough. Yeah, Evil Neuro is here. Isn't that crazy? I gotta release the software today, but the follower count is going up. I have no choice. All right, release it. Send it. Send it out. What's it gonna be? Okay, so 4 stars. Look at that. The Bleeding Wedge gives us 5 out of 5 because we're so good. All right, now we pray that we're gonna make money off of this software. All right, everyone wants a raise. These raises are all acceptable. That's fine. Oh my goodness. I sold 77,000 copies. All right, we're gonna... We need more customer service members. Holy cow. All right. Let's update this and then be done with it. And then let's give Sodium Shield 3 support slightly higher priority. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm making a call center. I wanted to make software, and here I am instead. All right, let's hire people. All right. I don't care, just hire them. I don't care if they hate each other. All right. Should be more than enough customer service representatives to handle all the calls now. Oh my goodness, I sold so many copies. It's crazy. All right, we're no longer supporting Sodium Shield 2. It's all about Sodium Shield 3. And now we've already identified a number of bugs, so we're just gonna start updating the bugs and quickly updating the aesthetics as well. Yeah, I need them to rip through all the customer tickets because there's a lot. On the other hand, we will make a decent chunk of cash for it. I think it actually will pay itself, which is really nice. But I think what we also need to do is we need to start doing a next project. Okay, so I think we can get away with not making another goddamn... I think we can get away without making another antivirus software. So why don't we try doing something else? Let's see. Can I make a game? What about Sodium Shield 4? Wait, I have an idea. What if we make a shooter? And a horror FPS arena shooter that features 3D graphics. Or we do 2D graphics. Okay, oh, I have an idea. Why don't we do RTS, 2D graphics, classic art, no, tower defense with a resource system modular save, resource automation, day-night cycle, mod support doesn't really matter. This is dynamic terrain. What else do we want here? We're gonna need to hire more artists too, is the other big thing, but that's fine. Trace route, target indicators, post-processing, 2D soldier miniatures. Yeah, we'll have to hire multiple tile sets. Okay, that's fine. With audio, featuring advanced bass audio. Well, this is gonna take 3 years because we don't have enough designers and programmers. We can fix that by hiring more people, so that's fine. And a dynamic soundtrack. If we just hire more programmers, we should be okay. Is there a way to make this even more popular? Is there an existing framework that I can work off of that probably makes this a lot easier? Oh, okay, yeah, so I think if we work off an existing framework, let's work off of let's work off of Source View made by Sega. The problem is that because it's so old, no one wants to use this engine. Wait, really? Why is this engine so old? There's like no interest because the software is so old that no one wants it. Right, I think that's my interpretation of what's happening here. Yeah. Working with another engine would be easier. What if I just made my own engine? I think making my own engine is probably easier. You know what? Let's make a visual novel engine. We're gonna make visual novels. All right, yeah, we're gonna make visual novels. Okay, 2D texture support. Let's see, and then I want. Can I grab everything here? 2D. Let's see. We want 2D. 16-bit engine with, let's see, debugging tool, asset support, an event system, graphic settings, gender scenario. No, we don't need that. We're just gonna do one. Application state control. We will need to hire more designers and programmers. That's fine. Input tester. Main loop, and then sound. We'll need. The sheer amount of programmers this is gonna require is crazy. Maybe we don't need all this. MIDI music. Okay, so if we just make a really good engine. So I think if we can just make a really good engine, we can use that engine for future projects. I think that's the solution that I'm going to go with. We can sell the engine as well to people. Or we can keep it in-house. Maybe an in-house engine is not the worst idea. If we keep it in-house, we don't have to send it out to anyone. We can just use the high-end tools that already exist. And we don't have to worry about selling it to anyone. Because there is a reach for this. Maybe let's let it... Maybe we can sell it to people. No, keep it in-house, actually. Yeah, see, if we can just keep making money from being a call center, I think that's perfectly fine. So we'll develop our own game engine. We're gonna call this the Doki Doki Love. Doki Doki, and no, we're called the E-Love engine. There we go. I'm so good at naming things. And then we'll use Pixel Shop Studio 2 as the primary thing, and then we will just need to slam out 13 programmers and 5 designers. Okay, that's fine. And this is an in-house product. Yes, I don't need anyone to like really do this. Okay, so we'll assign as development. Okay, so development strictly is core, and then development will also be aquamarine as well. So let's get this slammed out, huh? Yeah, let's get this done. Alright, we're gonna have to hire more people, so I will take this room. So what would I need specifically for this project? We're gonna need more designers, right? So this is programmers, this is artists, and then I'm gonna need another room for... I think I'm just gonna... copy this and drop it in here, and then copy this and then rotate it. Yeah, and then so this will be, so this room is for core. This room should be strictly for core only, and then we're gonna hire designer programmers, whoever's the cheapest ones that I can afford, and they will be assigned to team core. Okay, so I need, what did I say? I needed 2D and audio, right? Because I don't really have any audio designers. I think you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And then I'll need at least one more. This one has 3D skills. Oh, actually, you might be okay. We'll take you. And then we'll just grab another room, add another door. Okay. Let's see if this is enough. Oh my goodness, we sold more. Oh, Lord. Holy cow. How many have I sold? Okay, so Sodium Shield 3 has 109,000 active users and has made $5 million in profit. Oh god, do I actually need I might actually need a second accountant, you're right. Let me see. Well, it seems like one accountant might be enough for now, so we might be fine. I hope that accountant's gonna do their job, considering I'm paying them to do their job. Yeah, that accountant's working. So hopefully they can slam that out real quick. And Sodium Shield 3 is going to get a big update soon anyways, while the rest of everyone is doing the bug fixes for the Sodium Shield 3. We are actually completing this very well, so we might take on another job, but holy cow, there's a lot of bugs. Okay, we keep selling more copies. This is it. We've made it. We've made it. We have earned cash money. If we can just slam out the rest of the bugs. Okay, what are we just going to pause the development just so we can focus strictly on bug fixing Sodium Shield 3. And I think I'll also try to... Oh shoot, that's right. I forgot I hired all these people. These should all be customer service. And then these all should be... I think they were designer programmers. There we go. Alright, we're going to release the update before end of day. Alright, send the update out, and then we'll just get ready for the next version. I can't believe, yeah, I mean, we're making a decent amount of money from being a call center, but it's like 100,000, which is mostly there to cover our salary. Yeah, that basically just covers our salary. And I guess the bills, which I'm not sure what the bills are that we're paying. Rent, internet, we're paying a lot on internet fees. We're paying $40,000 a month for internet. We actually did lose a lot also from distribution and royalties, but that's because obviously we're not selling it ourselves, which is understandable. We're not here to... These are really small salary requests, that's fine. If they're not asking for much, I'm not gonna press them for it. Alright, there we go. So now we can start continuing work on the eLove engine. I just realized a lot of these rooms do not have lights. I should probably fix that. People have been working in like the dark the whole time. What is this? Okay, let's find another thing to listen to. The best Pokemon music to chill, study, and game to. That's a genre. Okay. We have 153 active users. I mean, listen, the accountant's doing their job. They're trying their best to get the taxes out, but I think we're gonna need additional... We're gonna need more. Oh, I'm gonna pay a $60,000 fee because yeah, we're gonna need more of this. We may need to put the accountants in a separate area. Yeah, we're gonna need an accounting specific locale. Also, while this is happening, we slam on an embedded system, send Team Aquamarine to do it. They can do it. Yeah, I think we can actually take a second customer service. Yep, let's take another one on. This one's willing to pay $16,000. This one's willing to pay $57,000 a month. I think we might take this one. That's a lot of money. Yeah, that's risky. I'll take it, that's fine. There we go. Okay, so as long as Sodium Shield is number 1, that's all I care about. And then that should be fine, because we're actually making a lot of... I mean, I guess we should probably start working on Sodium Shield 3. Ideally, we would set up another team. So the more teams you have, the more projects you can run concurrently, which is, I think, the big thing that we should probably take into consideration. While we're doing this, though, let's get some education going. So why don't, for me, let's get 2D education. For Comrade Goldenrod, we're going to educate you in the realm of systems engineering. For Ray, who is one of our best designers, we're going to educate you in the land of systems. And Xanth, local coder, we're going to make you a specialist in hardware. I will also hire another artist to join Ranu in the art pit. There's a button to show names, and I cannot remember what the button is. Okay, I can't remember the name of the button, that's fine. That's a report button. There we go. Okay, so we can see like what room is what. It's a little big, that's fine. Okay, so I was fined $60,000. And my support deal for Help Studios was ended because the company got bought out. So we can't help them out anymore because they're gone. They're dead. They're long dead. Okay, just promote this one. Just develop that now. Okay. I'm gonna hire some, I think we're gonna hire artists, designers, I think is our next goal. We'll actually give this one a bit of a higher salary. Let's see here. Ooh, this one's got really good art 2D, so I think we'll hire you. And then we'll hire someone with good audio skills. So probably... Okay, the compatibility is just like really bad because the team is too big now. I know people are supposed to like, oh, you should have multiple smaller teams, but I am far too lazy. I can't be bothered. I think we'll hire... I saw one of these goobers have like really good stats. That one's a programmer too. Alright, we'll take this one. Maybe this one's fine. Kind of a jack of all trades. Alright, we'll hire you. Alright, let's see. We're gonna take one of the new artists that we just recruited. I think this one can be for Alana. And then just gonna tick these off. So you're gonna be a artist primarily. And then the second one, same thing, turn that off. And who will you be named after? This one will name after... Oh, we don't have a Havel character. Havel, Rocco Gold. There we go. Havel will join us now in the great grind fest. Perfect. Okay, so hopefully we can get those people to slam out the engine. The engine's iterations is actually starting to come along. It's just going to be a bit of a slow grind as it's many, many months. Because they recommended 8 designers. We do not have 8 designers. We'll need more. Probably should start organizing these rooms a little better, but I guess it's fine. Let's give Team Aquamarine a little bit of a basic job to do. Yeah, they can probably slam out. Well, right now the programmers don't matter too much. Like right now I need the designers more than anything else. We can handle the... Oh my gosh, I have so much money. Good God. I'm actually swimming in cash. I love it. It's 200,000 active users for this software. I love it. Okay. We don't have any hosting jobs, but we can... Oh, here we go. Let's do a hosting job. Dump it on Sir Bun Bun. We'll check our servers real quick to make sure they're not overburdened. Sir Bun Bun is quite loaded, but not super loaded. We might need to actually expand with additional servers in the near future. Okay, so I think we'll just let Sodium Shield 3... Maybe we just do Sodium Shield 4 unironically. Can you imagine being an antivirus company that just decides, I'm going to pivot to making video games? I think most people would call that crazy, and it sold more copies. I think I can take another support deal, actually. Let's take a deal to do the support for desk manager or something, because apparently that's the next one I can do. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll be fine for this wacky startup trying to make video games, right? I think it's fine. Okay, this should be Team Aquamarine only, because I don't want people going in there if it's not their area. Let's also just kind of copy these rooms a little bit. It's not ideal, but it functions, kind of. Okay, it won't actually accept it there, that's fine. I know why it's not accepting it. Alright, that should be fine. So at least that gives us a little bit more room. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to hire more designers. Alright, now we're gonna look for designer programmers. Who specialize in the things that I need, so I think we'll hire you. These people cost a lot of money because they're very good at their jobs, unfortunately, so now I actually have to pay them what they're worth, actual wages. I can't just give them slave wages anymore. think I have any 3D aspects, so I don't think I need 3D. This one does have audio. We have enough audio already. I think this one's fine. Bit of a jack of all trades. The amusing thing is, because this game does take place over many, many years, your characters can actually like get old and need to retire, which I think is such a cute little thing to behold. Oh my gosh, we're still selling so many copies of this dang thing, which is fine. I think that's hilarious. Okay, so I have enough designers now. It's just a matter of, can we design fast enough? The answer is probably not. Let's at least update the software real quick. Give our workers something a little different to do. Should be very fast. Oh, who's unhappy? Who's unhappy? Alana is unhappy because she dislikes a team member. Oh, that's right. We need HR now. Oh my goodness, we have to hire an HR. Shoot. Because ultimately your characters do get annoyed at dealing with other people. So you do need to find a way to keep them happy by dealing with human resources, everyone's favorite thing to deal with, including dealing with complaints and whatnot. So I guess we should probably pick an HR room. So I believe the building is basically the same on every floor. The other option is we could go to the basement and put HR in the basement. I don't think I'll do that. I don't think I'm that mean. I think I'll put HR in this room, actually. I think this is probably the fine room for HR. I don't like the pass-through, though. I don't like the design of some of this building. Because these are really big rooms. These are smaller rooms. And then when we get to some of these rooms, you have to kind of pass through, and that's the part that's like really annoying. So maybe we'll do... because I want there to be a team lead here. Maybe we'll do it in here. For now, I just need a HR person. And like every HR person we're gonna design, they're gonna have a really cool fancy desk because they think they're so important. So they'll get a nice proper desk, like so. Put it like here. Then they get the nice chair. And they'll have, I don't know, probably a dual screen setup like this is fine. And like every HR person, they need a phone. And okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll have to do it like this. Yeah. What else do HR people have? I guess an HR person would have a TV in their room, maybe. And they'd probably have like a plant, maybe this desk photo of a computer, and flowers, and they'd probably have shelves of some kind. I don't know. I feel like I think I'm starting to lose the plot here. You can put like a grass in there, that's fine. And some papers, that's way too tiny. Alright, that's fine. So now I need to hire an HR specialist, which is, I'm not actually sure how this works. Service. Oh, I think it's actually lead. It's HR specialization. I don't think I need this part, so we'll hire a low-end HR person. I don't need expensive. Okay. They're all really bad, unfortunately, so I will hire you. You are probably acceptable. Okay, so how does this actually work? I don't remember. HR. Okay, so first of all, let's quickly adjust these roles. Let's auto-roll this. This is the one I just hired. And she's primarily a leadership thing with that. So how do I make you... I have to pick you as a leader. And... HR management, here we go. So now we can handle complaints and handle wages. So now I won't get... So for this team, I will no longer see that annoying pop-up that's like, are you willing to do whatever? So this should be fine. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we've got that figured out, and then I'm just gonna dump them in here for now. This is a... Release this real fast. This is gonna be basically HR. All right, we have HR now, and also all this other stuff. I've been nominated for an award. Oh my goodness, what did we earn? The best designer. Got it. Cool. I got weird statues that I'm not sure if I like how they look. Unfortunately, the complaints are getting bad, so people are unhappy, but I have no choice but to try to keep them happy as best as I can. Thankfully, again, this engine is ours, and we're not gonna have to share the engine with other people, which is making it a little easier. We keep selling copies of this stupid software for some reason. Yeah, no, people are, they're going hard on this. Satisfaction's going down. Team compatibility is so low. Unfortunate. I cannot do much about not liking your fellow compatriots. What do you actually do? Not qualified for active tasks. Honestly, I think I can take another one of these jobs. We actually can just... We can just keep taking these. And we would not miss a single one. Alright, I think that's a pretty... I'm gonna save this as, Sodium Shield, because I don't remember the name of the company. Well, that was a very interesting side game that I normally don't do, but I hope some of you enjoyed this, because I like this game a lot. We'll do something else a little more exciting tomorrow, because I'm sure people have been like, I need my violence in my video games. So tomorrow we'll play something that's a little more violent-y. I'm not going to say what game specifically, but let's just say map painters have been looking real nice as of late. You might open your own call center in this game. Tell me how it pans out. I think it'll work really good. Let's go raid. Raid Psy is probably fine. Go raid Psy. Just playing Unicorn Overlord. Pretty cool game, I hear. Anyways, I am gonna go rest, comrades, so I hope you have a good rest of your night. I have to get ready for my day of working in an office and stuff like that. So have a good night, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'll be back tomorrow, and then that'll have concluded the first full week of back to streaming ever since the end of the holidays. Isn't that nice? We're all suffering together. I might do art also. It might be art. We'll see. Map painters are art. They're both technically forms of art. One is just video game spreadsheets, and the other one is pretending like I know how to use a brush. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining me.